Greetings to the gamers. I hope you're all having an absolutely lovely and luscious Monday. If you'll allow me, it's not like really a flex because I know people are constantly complaining about it, but that's just like the gamers way, okay? My Switch 2 did come in. Now, granted, why does it say 89% not charging? Does it cap itself? Anyways. No, I'm sure that's fine. So full story was I had a friend who was gonna pick up a Switch 2. Ended up going, I don't really got the money for it as disposable income right now. Would you mind buying it off me? Because I know you were looking at getting one. So I just decided, all right, sure. Because they had pre-ordered it. But then once the payment actually went through, they were like, okay, I don't really want it. Would you be willing to buy it? So I was like, yeah, I'm a big enough Nintendo fan that I probably will get my money's worth out of it. And now we can play Generations Ultimate in 30 FPS. What's that? We already were? Well, now that one area probably won't lag, I hope. If that swamp area still lags on the Switch 2, Capcom, count your days. And besides, people say there's no games on it. Let's hop in here real quick. And I guarantee you, when I go to the up-and-coming games, there's going to be some absolute heat in here. Hold on, just wait. You fucking, come on, guys. I know everybody has been telling me they can't wait for Clash of Weirdos Card Carnage to come out. I know you've all been waiting with bated breath to play Clash of Weirdos Card Carnage. Don't say something mean, by the way, that this looks like the kind of shit that I would play on stream, because that's really mean to say, by the way. I would not play it on stream, first of all. It's really all we got, huh? Eddie, do they have the Nintendo Classic? Well, it's not the Nintendo Classic. It's like the eShop Slop Classic. I don't think so. No, it doesn't look like it. I was looking for like the classic hentai game that they love to put on. I don't know. Maybe Nintendo cracked down on that, being like, you guys can't keep doing this, which would be fair. I have started it up to see how it runs. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I just kind of feel like the resolution looks off. Maybe my resolution on my Switch is off, though. There's so many display. I think HDR output should be fine. 1080p should be what it is. Elgato no signal. Don't worry about that. That's a really good sign. Maybe it's just like the game is trying to upscale at a higher, or maybe it's because I had HDR enabled, but I said that it should be off underneath it. There's two different HDR settings. I really wasn't sure which was I was supposed to like enable or disable. When I turned off one of them, my Elgato started working again. So I figured that was just the correct one to turn off. And I'll be completely honest, I probably should know, seeing as I use computers and or monitors nearly 24/7. I don't actually know what HDR does aside from fucks up my display sometimes. So I didn't really feel any need to keep that one on 100%. But yeah, we'll probably do like a Mario Kart World stream tomorrow. I haven't even launched it up yet. It was the edition of the Switch that came with the game, so everyone's saying it's an $80 game. Not for me, buddy. It was only $50. Which is still a lot of money. And then it was $30 in tax on top of it. So realistically, did I get much of a deal at all? No, because it was like $530. Which is precisely what I would have been paying in a world without tax. Which is the world I'm trying to live in. But yeah, I don't really have any insane plans for Switch 2 stuff. I mean, like, it's only Mario Kart World, right? There's no other games that are out on it, as far as I know. Obviously, I'm playing. This is not the kind of game they were hoping people would be playing. This is the kind of game that I'm playing because I need to, okay? Because Monster Hunter calls to me like a siren song. And what's a song if no one's gonna listen? And I'm here to listen. Let me real quick do my Monster Hunter GU hub key quest on Kiriniko. There it is. Why? Because I don't really know what else we're going for. I mean, I know I was technically able to go for Hellblade Glavenus if we wanted to keep going. for that one, but like I'd rather warm up with some other kind of not as required. We've done Agnactor, we've done Duel and Volcanic Hollow. We need to do For Whom the Gong Tolls. For Whom the Gong Tolls, hunt the Duramboros. That's nothing. I feel like Duramboros is a perfect warm-up monster. Doesn't require too much of me mentally. Is pretty fun to beat up and hit on. Much like you with the club, am I right or am I right? I do have some very exciting life news that I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm almost afraid to put it out there because I really want it to go well, and it's looking very good. It's like all but locked in. But I feel like if I say it on stream, that somehow will jinx it, and then tomorrow the bank will call me and be like, so you commit an identity crisis or identity fraud? That's it. Get the fuck out of here. So like, I'm a little. We'll wait. I'll wait until it's finalized and my money is actually in. But it should be all good. There's nobody else putting in an offer, which is not because it's a bad. You can understand. I'm pretty sure that if you have the ability to put together context clues of a 5-year-old, you can understand what this is in relation to. Breaking news, John Blueman from Blueman Group dies horrendous blue skin illness. Local rap fans in shambles. Shambles, you say? One Piece reference? Me showing Trafalgar D. Water Law? You might say that's a spoiler. Don't read too much into the full name, alright? Look, I can't help it. I've got a proclivity to call people by their full legal names. I don't know why. It's like a tick thing that I have. I love calling people by their full names. It's just very funny to me. However, I kind of forgot that his full name could, in some circumstances, which are some, by the way, like most circumstances, be considered a spoiler. However, don't worry about that if you haven't caught up to it yet. You'll get there when you get there. I don't think it really changes much. Aside from now, you know, Trafalgar Water, well, I mean, I guess, you know. Anyways, you know, now Law can get the D, which you didn't need me to tell you that. Go on twitter.com and you will find about 47 horny Law fans just waiting. And, I mean, they'll be waiting for a while anyways. So I only wanted to run here to see if it runs good on Switch 2. It runs better, I would say, on Switch 2. Do I think that it is perfect? No. But, like, what can you expect, right? It's only a $450 console. Of course, they can't render grass in it. That's a little bit too much. Nintendo's not to that point yet. Now, had I known my life was about to take the turn that it is about to take, would I have bought the Switch 2 off of my friend? No. But I've got it. I already said yes, I would buy it, so I wasn't going to leave him high and dry after spending $500 on a console. Hit him with, of course I'll buy that off. Well, anyways, I just thought you could really use this one. Hold on. My game feels very quiet in my ears. Let me try upping my own personal volume. I don't know how it sounds for stream. Well, now it feels loud. It's probably better to be loud, though, because then it lets me perfectly time that, of course. Otherwise, I would have missed it. Dude, it feels weird to be back and playing Monster Hunter Generations. Honestly, it just kind of feels weird to be gaming. I haven't really been playing many games over the weekend at all. I played, like, 2 games of Night Rain with a friend, and that was it. Like, Night Rain is a little bit of an intensive game, though, so... And it was also my friend's first time ever playing a Souls-like. How did it go? You just picked the, Guardian class, so that way they can just be like a tank. Not have to worry about HP at all. And it worked pretty well for him, as it turns out. Even though if you were to look online at tier lists of who to play, best character, Elden Ring, Night Rain, people would say whatever you do, avoid the bird is the plague, you know, they're the worst character FromSoft has ever made. With that said, what do I think of the bird? Like, actually, I think the bird's fine. However, not having a dodge roll in a Souls-like game does kind of just feel like I'm not playing right. And that's kind of what the end goal that they were coming to was, is they're saying, how come you're able to dodge everything? And I was like, because my character actually, like, dodges. Yours has a weird-ass sidestep, but on the bright side, the Guardian can just kind of face tank anything, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I mistimed that dodge. I'll own that. I was rolling like it was, you know, a Souls-like game, speaking of. I'm gonna go crash for the night. Me when I'm drunk driving. Just kidding. We don't drunk drive around here. Well, we don't drunk crash. Sorry. That should be. That zone transition might have saved my life. It's more likely than you may think. But I'm gonna go crash tonight since it's very late. I have a lively stream. I'll attempt. I've had a really late day at work and I kind of feel a little bit like brain dead almost. But yeah. Alright, there we go. I do feel like out of it today. Didn't you feel out of it on your last stream too? Yeah, I just think there's like a lot of mental fatigue right now. The thing that I'm currently doing at work, and it's taking up all of my time, right? Dude, it might be the most tedious task I've ever been given in my life. It's the kind of shit you'd think we would just give to somebody who doesn't matter. And I promise that I somewhat matter at my company. A little bit. But I've got to move a bunch of like... Essentially, imagine you had to take an entire Excel spreadsheet of information. And you had to move every piece of information one singular cell at a time and there was no way to automate it. That's basically what I'm doing. And it is exactly as interesting, engaging, and fun as it sounds. And there are so many data points. It's absurd. So, like, I've been moving data points for 3 entire work days. I'm about halfway through, so that's big for me. Granted, now I'm kind of entering a flow state where my eyes just gloss over with the numbers, and my brain does all of the entering automatically. Like, I remember somebody had sent me a message on Discord or something, so I was like, let me go tab over real quick, check what this is, because my office uses Discord to communicate as the professionals we are. And you might say, why not just use Slack? Well, Slack's already off as Discord, so we just cut out the middleman. There's no point in having the middleman at that point. But, so I was like, oh, let me check if there's anything I need for work. And then I clicked back, and I myself didn't even recognize that I had entered half of the information sheets that I did. So it's just becoming a second nature at this point. I close my eyes, and I can see the sheet. I know it more than I know my own son, which is... I mean, it sounds sadder than it is. I don't have a son, so it's pretty easy. What can I say? I'm just married to my job. That's what lonely people say about me. Oh, me? I mean, I guess you could just say I'm married to work. Yeah, okay. You just say that you go on 30 dates a year and still nothing's calling back. I understand. I've been there myself, currently. However... that also means I get to see through the lies. I didn't need a mega potion there. It kind of feels unnecessary. I thought you were going to do the big hop up and then they don't land for a while, but it's fine. Whatever they're doing over here. Okay. Let's Demon Riot 2 and just start going absolutely brazy mode on this big guy. If he allows me to, which I wish that I could. But yeah, no, over the weekend I was just like doing... I don't want to be too millennial core, so I don't want to say it, but like it is true. I was actually doing just like adult things, putting in offers, looking at properties, you know how it is. So that's where I was the entire weekend, which sucks because normally the weekend is where I live my life and have anecdotes and / get prepared for the coming work week. But like this week it was exciting for sure. However, it was also a little bit exhausting. It's fine. I'm just trusting my mind to lock in randomly at some point and be able to talk about cum for 30 minutes. I mean, there is one thing that I was thinking about earlier today. I think that hot take, Cheez-Its taste like garbage. Hot take, you're getting them from the wrong factory. There's 2 primary Cheez-It factories. Real cheeseheads know this one. So allow me to enlighten you a little bit. There's the Kansas factory and then there's the normal factory. If you're going, or sorry, then there's all the other factories. If you're not going to the Kansas factory, a lot of them just kind of taste burnt and under-flavored. But if you're going to the Kansas factories, then we're on to something. Otherwise, I think that I don't know if you're on to something, man. I think that Cheez-Its are delectable. Now, I think they can go a little overboard, though. Some of the flavors are a bit much. I love my powdery kind of snacks, but I'm not moving countries for something I don't like. Oh yeah, I guess that would stop it. That would stop it. Well, I don't know. Canada probably has laws in place that stop all the good shit in the Cheez-Its. as in like the chemicals that shorten your lifespan. We all know that's what makes a snack delectable in the US. One second, my throat is killing me. I'm going to mute for a second. Alright, I'm chilling, I'm chilling. If you saw the rat violently shaking, don't worry about that, that's normal. Alright, that's just kind of how he gyrates. As in asbestos, well, what can I say? I just had some of the American Cheez-Its, they almost killed me. Sure, they almost take your life, but isn't it worth it? Disclaimer, no, but like, it's all we have. We have to hold on to what we've got. And we'll give it a shot. Some would say we're halfway there. Hold. But, I love myself, like, powdery snacks, right? Like, I know it's... Oh, congratulations on making it to 5th grade, buddy. However, I love Doritos. I love the classic Doritos. I just think there's a nostalgic sweet spot for them. Do they taste like absolute garbage? Yes, as an adult, of course. Your palate has moved on from the nacho cheese Doritos. Just because they are absolutely designed with the palate of a child in mind. But I had enough of them as a child that now they just taste nostalgic instead of how my brain should be perceiving them, which is horrible. But I do love my powdery snacks. But there is something about some of the Cheez-It flavors where I feel like they're just doing too much. Like, it's too much powder to flavor ratio. I'm getting 95... My fingers are coated absolutely. I'm feeling disgusting looking down at myself. Hold on, somebody's message was deleted by a moderator. Well, let me see what they said. Click to show. Best viewers. Well, dude, you're linking a Russian viewbot site? You've got to try harder than that if you want to steal my information. I'm not clicking the .ru link anyway. I've got some survival instincts. They're just dulled, okay? As is evident by the fact that I said I love Doritos. But, like, I don't know, man. I do feel a little disgusting after I have some of the Cheez-It flavors where it's nothing but the powder/dust. Now, this is running better, by the way. I do want to... Heartwarming Nintendo fan floored by the bare minimum. Can't believe they do the bare minimum. It is running like it is a video game from this generation, which is crazy. I mean, again, Nintendo fans will be impressed by the... Like, I saw Scarlet and Violet running at 60 frames per second, you know, the way the game was advertised. And I was going, holy shit, it can do that on the Switch too? The answer should have been, it should have been doing that on the Switch 1. But, like, still, I saw it doing it on the Switch 2, and I was like, no shot. I should go back and play Scarlet Violet. Because now I can finally play the DLC. In fact, I bought the DLCs for Scarlet and Violet. This is a true and real story, which is how you know I'm one of the good Nintendo fans who's not totally lost yet. I booted up the DLC for Scarlet Violet. Now, you could say buying it was my first sin. Alright, you're probably right on that, but still. I booted it up. The frame rate was so inconsistent, I got a headache within 5 minutes of playing. And then my response was, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna play this. Now, did I give them my money and then proceed to not play a video game? Yes, but that's called sticking it to the man, probably. Okay, absolutely atrocious dodging, but, you know, what can you expect? It's kind of our specialty around here. I think I broke his tail? I believe. Hello, how's it going? How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, that's right. I can look over and chat every now and then. Heartwarming. Local streamer does the bare minimum. How did he not get trapped, though? I swear he was standing in it. Sounds like the opposite of sticking it to the man? No, because then I could proceed to complain about it on Reddit, which is how it really sticks it to him. Game Freak hates when you say something negative about them on Reddit. That's why Pokemon fans won't shut up. That's why all of their complaints will be strictly on there, and they will never vote with their wallet ever, because that's how you stick it to the man. Is you make a post saying Game Freak could do better, but you still gave them money. Shh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that part. You're almost making it sound like I'm part of the problem, which is very strange of you to do, and not. By the way, it's not strange of me to be part of the problem. It's strange of you to point out that I'm part of the problem. But hey, at least I didn't buy the season pass. I bought them one DLC at a time, and then I didn't buy the second DLC because the first one was so underbaked. So it's only a half win for Game Freak. They only got half my money. And then don't even get me started on this new Game Freak game. Man, some people are saying, see, Game Freak can make good games. I mean, we must have just not been looking at the same trailer from that Xbox showcase. Because, like, did the game visually look good? Yes. Did the game have frame rate issues in their showcase video that they were trying to show off on Xbox, a console more powerful than the Nintendo Switch? Also, absolutely yes. So when people were like, I can't believe Game Freak can make a game like this, your first clue was the fact that it was frame dropping in their showcase trailer. That was your first clue that Game Freak can indeed make it. It's kind of what they're known for. Also, this Duramboros is fucking us up, but that's because I choose not to dodge. I want him to have a chance. Poor guy is just a giant punching bag, so like someone's gotta be kind to him. Beef. Oh, you're just doing this one. Okay, we'll just stand over here for a second. But like, I could go back and play it now because it will run at a consistent 60 frames per second, maybe 30 frames per second. Maybe I shouldn't give Nintendo too much credit. If I had to guess, it might go down to that. One thing that did shock me, and like, again, it's Nintendo fan experience is the bare minimum. I saw a clip of somebody terastallizing their Pokemon in Scarlet and Violet, and the animation played so quick, and then their Pokemon was just terrored. I thought that the game slowed down when you had all those crystals pop up as like a cinematic choice. I thought it was like a, this is so cool. It's almost like time is slowing for you. It turns out that that was just also frame drops. But everybody, because I saw people online saying, complaining about it too, saying about the frame drops when it happened. And people in the comments were saying what they psyoped me into believing, which is it's an artistic choice to try and represent how powerful it is by slowing down, like time slowing itself, so you can appreciate the power of it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. No, man, they just don't know how to make a video game run. You fuckers, and you made me believe for even a second. You lied to me. You had me believing like, wow, Game Freak really does care. Look at this artistic vision they had. That shit wasn't artistic at all. They just didn't know how to make their game work. Which is even more insulting. We do need to post it up real quick, because somebody, and I'm not going to name any names here, is deciding to have a full course buffet of eating as many hits as possible. It's me. It's me. I just really like the Duramboros, so I really want him to get his hits in. I wonder what other games Duramboros is in. I know I asked this before, but like, you gotta understand. I haven't played the other games yet, so none of the other games he's in would stand out to me. I'd imagine Generations might be like his first appearance, because that's always how it feels with monsters like this. I see one that I like, I say, oh, what else were they in? Chat informs me, this is it. And then I go, oh, okay. And then they bring back Mizutsune for a 47th time, and I have to act surprised. And then Rathian and Rathalos get their all-access boarding pass. And then people say, well, in the lore, they're the most common monsters. Well, of course, in the lore, they're the most common monsters. We see it in the gameplay, too. It's just a way to say we want to put them in every game. I get it. You want Red Dragon and Green Dragon, the Mario and Luigi of this series. You can't ever have a game without them. That's why tomorrow, when we play Mario Kart World on stream, I'm only going to play Mario and Luigi. Is that real? No, I kind of just want to play like Cataquack, but I don't know if you unlock Cataquack from the start. And if you say to me, who's Cataquack? That's strike one. Alright? That's fucked up. He's an iconic character in Nintendo history. You better know him. Also known as that weird duck from Mario Sunshine. Or that weird duck from Peach Beach in Mario Kart Double Dash, I think? I think Double Dash was the first time Peach Beach appeared. I do know it's come back a couple of times. I know in Wii. I don't know if it ever came back for Mario Kart 8. But like Mario Kart 8 had every map, I think. Aside from a select few that I don't know if anybody was really missing. Granted, what Mario Kart 8 did, which was so weird to me, and I just never understood it, and maybe I was the one who was out of line and people actually liked it, because I don't really go to look at other people's opinions on things, because it really, you'll come to find out it does not matter at all. But, dude, all the Mario Kart Tour maps kind of fucked with the vibe. Like, I paid for an expansion pass that was, hey, we're bringing back a bunch of Mario Kart maps. And then they went, do you want something from our gacha game Slop? And the answer was, of course not. It's Slop from a gacha game. But they were very proud of it, so they really wanted to keep putting that one in. I think every pass had like 2 tour maps. It felt like they were trying to psyop me into liking Mario Kart Tour, and it just wasn't gonna work. Weaves. Alright, thank God I dodged that. I'm very good at normally not dodging that, so... I mean, you can't have much life left in you. Fair enough. Good roar, I suppose. I'm guessing 2 more hits. 1, 2. Alright, that doesn't count because one of those hits was like my dash forward one, which has a really bad motion value, as we all know. So it's like more accurate to say that's my second hit. Alright, well that would have been sick, huh? Weaves. Alright, we're chilling. Oh, man. The Rambros really does walk like a mountain and have HP like one. Get ready. He's probably just going to launch right towards you. He is not. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I called it out just in case. Just so I'd be prepared. Hit one of these and then just start spamming the A button until he dies. And then hit him with an X button. And there it is. There are only 2 intervals where your tail goes missing. Behind both ears. I mean, if I duck. Yeah. Thoughts on that? Hate to break it to you, my tail's always here, buddy. Front or otherwise. Get a carve? Can't carve from there. Okay. But it still exists when there? Yeah, I mean, that's called object permanence. If you knew it was still there, good shit. Or is it permanence or permeance? I'm pretty sure both are words. I think it is object permeance, though. Because permanence would mean it's a permanent object. Which I guess it also is, but permeance to me sounds like it means you would... I don't fucking know, man. The English language is stupid anyways. We should abolish it and start over. We should all just learn... like one of the languages that has a word for everything. Which ones am I thinking of? I don't know. I'm sure they still have similar words too. But Englishes are too similar to me. And also, we use the same word too many times. Now, while we use the same word too many times, I do think that if English is your first language and you still get confused between there, and there, you might be one of the weakest links evolutionarily. And I don't want to put that on you, but I do think it's true, okay? Because, like, how could you possibly... they have very obvious and different use cases. I don't know how you let that one happen. Happy Pride Month? Happy Pride Month. Thanks for saying that on 6-9. And, guys, for 6/9, go scissor your partner. Or 69 them. Whichever one you prefer. It's still 69 and when 2 dudes are sucking each other, right? I don't really... I'd imagine, because you still make the numbers. I can still see both parts of the numbers existing there. Now, if I can get a Sergio's Dissenter, that would really mean a lot to me. We can also somewhere here... Here it is. We could make the Duramboros one. Is it worth it? I mean, what are the other options? Lagia Cruz, Tetsukabra, which we already have. Obsidian Axe, which we already have. Arzurius, which we've already gone down. Okay, yeah. Okay, now double Duram Sacrum is crazy. What can I say? I'm just a Duram Sacrum kind of guy. Wrath Gleam is what we'll need. Ah, yes, and is the partner here in the room with us? Your hand is still your partner, man. Now, is the scissoring sadder when it's that way? Yeah, but like, look. I wasn't gonna judge. I wasn't gonna tell if you weren't. Why is he still wearing the low-tier leg armor? I can't, man. It's because it feels right. We could get these going. I don't want to... really want to make the Hellblade weapon. I also really don't want to fight Hellblade Diablos again. It's a rough world I live in. I also really... Dang. We got these boots were made for walking. And that's just what they'll do. Holy, someday, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Say less. Sorry. I don't know what we should be running. I don't know. Why not the normal Glavenus armor? Because, I guess let me ask a question. And this will change a lot. So, like, know your answer decides everything right now. When it comes to grinder, which is makes your weapon extremely sharp after... Oh, it's after using a whetstone. Okay. So then, Wait, aren't you missing literally one scale for the switch axe? Yes. Don't point it out. It makes it sadder. It hurts even more when you say that. Yes, I'm missing one scale for the switch axe. Precisely and exactly one. But you know what? Maybe all I need is the Seregios one, huh? Maybe Seregios has been good to me and I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth here. Yeah, I don't know if I care about the grinder skill then, because we're using Seregios anyways. We kind of just amplify our sharpness by dodging regardless. I mean, I know we could get the sharpness on there, which would be a damage multiplier, but then we'd be missing out on so much affinity. Well, it's mid anyways. The internet needs to come to a consensus on something. You're telling me that the Hellblade Glavenus switch axe is mid. And somebody else earlier came into my Twitch chat last stream and said it's literally the best one you can get before you hit G rank. Can we come to a consensus? Which one is it? Because I don't think both can be true. One of those has to be incorrect. If my math is right. And I checked my calculator. Something just was not adding up on it. Plus, I mean, like, it feels right to use the Seregios one to take down the Seregios, you know? It reminds him that he's the one who gave me the power for me to best him. Increases sharpness when you strike after attacks deflected, don't care. Gripper allows you to withstand some attacks while on walls, don't care. Groomer, I'm not a big Dr. Disrespect fan. Gripper, still not a big Dr. Disrespect fan, though. Super Carver, Weakener, Foodie, Weakener, Slider. I guess we'll do Slider, because sometimes I get pinned down by the Seregios, and he has his way with me. So we'll just do that instead. Now, while we're at it, we should take... What's the fish I'm looking for? Is it sushi fish? There's one that boosts natural immunity. Explodes, allows you to get gems from its... Okay. Commands a high price. Fish that can induce exhaustion. Increases natural recovery. That's the... Or helps cure bleeding. Wait. I think I just want sushi fish? Just give me 10 of these, bad boy. While we're at it, we might as well take a couple gluttonous tunas with us. We can eat all 10 of those. Maybe. All right. Yeah, you're supposed to just, like, eat the tuna, and then you get items from its belly, correct? And that's how you get slick axes, if I'm not wrong. You know, I guess it really doesn't matter, seeing as we're going to be starting out right here. All right, well, you know. I had another world where I thought maybe we could just spawn in a base and do them, but since we've already got to drink one cold drink, I might as well just go fight the Seregios, who's going to be right here. He loves to start in the dune area. Why? He's a big fan of Timothy Chalamet, I bet. See? He loves Timothy Chalamet. I definitely hit the dodge roll button to perfect dodge that roll, but, like, if that's what it takes for you, that's what it takes. Seregios is one of those monsters, you know what I mean? Like, he's one that I keep fighting, and I keep thinking I have a mental block against. Why do I say I keep thinking I do? Because I've been getting better at fighting him, but every time I fight him still, I think to myself, oh yeah, he's about to win. He's about to kill me here. And it hasn't happened yet. Oh, we probably should have... Steve and Hellblade Axe our best. Okay. We probably could have, taken our electric one, because he hates electricity, if I'm correct. We see a Valstrix is just chilling up there. We're doing fine, though. Is it me, or is he less yellow than usual? It could just be the desert playing tricks on you. There's something about color theory. Because, like, if you want to be amazed by color theory, I have this viral image that's recently been popping off that you might think goes crazy. There's, like, this dress, and you can tell me if you see, like, blue and black or white and gold. I know nobody's ever talked about it before. It's, like, this little indie niche thing that I just found. Dude, the world used to be crazy, because that shit was, like, newsworthy. And you'd have Ellen talking about it on her show. And it was also back when people cared about what Ellen had to say. What a world. I'll tell you right now, no one cares what Ellen has to say anymore, right? Does she still have a show? Surely she doesn't. Because who's watching? All of the horrible press that happened, the fact that, like, surprisingly, the person who tried to use other people's fame to help her be more famous, she was not a good person. I know that that's insane to think, but I mean, it's kind of crazy that we thought she was a good person. We thought she was good enough to play Dory from the hit movie Finding Dory. And I guess also Finding Nemo, if you care about the prequel. But, I mean, much like Star Wars, we all know Finding Dory was the one that was first planned, and then they tried to make that weird prequel of Finding Nemo. Steve's looking a little more bronze today. You can't disrespect a man for putting on some bronze and stuff. Holy 2012. I mean, I guess the more... This one was also old, for sure. But at least it was more recent than the dress. There was the Yanny or Laurel one. Shout out to that one. Which one do you guys hear with that one? I'm not gonna lie. With the dress, I only ever saw it one way. Which way was it? And I'm not even fence sitting here. I actually just don't even remember which way I saw it. If you showed me the image, I would probably be able to remember which way I saw it. But I have no clue at this point in time of my life which way I saw it. With the Yanny and Laurel one, I could just, like, close my eyes and lock in and hear it either way. Like, that one was definitely so much easier to just hear both. The dress one, wars were about to be waged over which one you saw. Entire relationships defined by the fact that, holy shit, he sees the dress wrong, that's a red flag. I think it was blue is Lori. Well, I thought it was Yanny or Laurel. I think Lori is a new option. Unless, of course, maybe I misheard. Then maybe I couldn't hear it both ways. Because I definitely... And then there was the other one. I remember the Brainstorm versus Green Needle. That one was a Ben 10 toy. That one was sick. Granted, I don't remember which one was the actual alien. Why? This is a stupid reason, but when I was a kid, I hated Ben 10. Why do I say when I was a kid? Because, like, as an adult, I find myself having no strong opinions about the children's television show Ben 10. But, like, as a kid, I hated Ben 10 because there was a kid in my grade named Ben, and I didn't like him, and I thought it was fucked up that he got a show when I got nothing. We farmed Steve for Dissenter? No, this is to hit 7-star hub quests. But I would love to get a Dissenter from him, for sure. Fear not, it would still be awesome. It's one of those ones that would be a happy little accident. Bob Ross can tell you all about those. Alright, check this shit out, check this shit out. You'll have to remind me on this one, because I actually can't remember. Was Ellen canceled when Mason Ramsey existed? Or did Mason Ramsey show up on Ellen? And if you don't remember who Mason Ramsey is, yes you do. He was the kid who was yodeling in Walmart, and we couldn't believe our fucking ears that a kid could yodel. As a community, that was just, like, not possible for us to wrap our heads around. Like, this kid just got an absolute love for it. But I don't remember if there was any overlap between Ellen being liked or not. If there was, I know he was definitely on Ellen. Because that was the kind of shit she would poach all the time. They probably had, I don't remember her name. She always put on the green lipstick and she did the cinnamon challenge and had like one of the most viral reactions. I know they put her on Ellen. They had to. I mean, that was just cinema. That's television right there. That's what people are watching for. All right, we gotta yoink this over to another one. Yeah, there we go. The dress is blue and black. I never saw a golden. He was on Ellen. Okay, so I guess that tells you exactly the kind of point in time in which Mason Ramsey was popular. That's what really dates when something happened, is if they showed up on Ellen on the internet. Now, what would happen if Mason Ramsey was going on? His parents would try to get like a TV show, a spin-off going, where it was all about Mason Ramsey and his yodeling adventures, and some network exec would greenlight it 100%. Why? It's just kind of what happens with anything that goes viral now. I mean, Skibbity Toilet is about to get a Michael Bay movie adaptation. You can't tell me that they wouldn't be making the Mason Ramsey Yodelverse. The Regios, please, man. You're hurting me. Please, there's children present, probably. I mean, the site's Twitch's only terms of service says you have to be 13 or older, so I'd imagine there are. Something's probably wrong with the textures. Well, I am playing on the Nintendo Switch 2, so it might be something with the fact that I don't know if my HDR is set up right, / if my display is set up right, because I was working all day, so I didn't really have time to tweak with any of the settings on this, and I was already late to stream because I had to cook dinner. I say cook dinner, I reheated a frozen pizza. But that counts as cooking. Especially because it was an expensive frozen pizza, okay? Every now and then I like to treat myself. How was it? It was probably the first time I've had a frozen pizza that I thought DiGiorno's tagline could work for, but it was not made by DiGiorno's. Because it was the first time I had one where I was like, I would believe you if you said you ordered this from somewhere. I would believe if this was delivery. DiGiorno, on the other hand, DiGiorno tastes like ass. If you're in the frozen pizza game and you're a DiGiorno fan, branch out. It will hurt you because you'll never go back to DiGiorno, but like, just branch out. I promise it'll be worth it. Whoever made Skibbity Toilet gotta be the first millionaire shit poster. There'd definitely be one of them. I don't know if they'd be the first, but I'm trying to think of who else would be one. I mean, I guess it depends on how you view Smosh. Because, like, Smosh made a lot of money. And they started by just lip-syncing the Pokemon theme. Granted, they're just kind of... Honestly... Well, I don't know if he's a millionaire. I was about to say Lucas Crawshank might be. I don't think he's actually a millionaire. And if you don't remember Lucas Crawshank, you'll remember him by his online alias of Fred. Which... I mean, it just goes to show anything could have been popular in the early internet. People were just desperate for content, man. Now people are drowning in content. It's too much. Oh, I hated that guy. Yeah, I remember even as a kid, I was not fucking with the Fred IP that hard. I know I had a cousin who loved Fred. And every time I went over to her place, she would show me the Fred videos and which one was the newest. And I was like, let me put you on peak. And that's when I turned on Smosh. And she didn't fuck with Smosh. So I was like, clearly we're diametrically opposed here. You can't... If you don't fuck with Food Fight, pink frosted sprinkled donut, I know that you've done something wrong, not me. And I'm not even trying to be on the right side of history because now we agree Fred is cringe. I just didn't think it was that funny, and I thought, like... I laughed at way less. I was on Flipnote Studio most of my days, though. I was not watching stuff on YouTube. I was just looking for what people were posting on Flipnote Studio. And trying to make my own and realizing that there's, like, a reason not everybody can do art. I do remember, dude, oh man, I would find flip notes where they'd say like, frick, and I'd be like, I can't let my parents see this one, man. If they see this one, they're gonna take my 3DS, or sorry, my DSi. They're gonna know. They'll say it's a bad influence for me because they're saying frick on here, dude. And you can't say frick. That's a swear word that gets you sent to HE double hockey sticks, man. Which I am right about. It does get you sent right there. Also, nice tail. Bozo. Weave. Let's go for one of his wings now, right? We might as well. He's already limping. I've kind of just been, like, handling business on this guy. Did you see the Summer Game Fest? I think I saw, like, some announcements from it, but I didn't watch the whole thing. Unfortunately. Seregios Impaler? Think you're fucking funny? Think you're a really funny guy, Seregios? Giving me a fucking Impaler after it took me 77 attempts to get it last time? You think that that's a humorous thing you can just do to somebody? You know, that's, like, trauma-inducing, Seregios. That's fucked up. You're bragging about the fact that it took me 4 or 5 times to do that. Seregios is not here. Okay, Seregios probably went to take a little nap over in the other area where he goes when he's limping. Which I probably should have known by the fact that he was limping. I was just hoping that something would change out. But, you know, I didn't really see much from the Summer Games Fest. I saw Splitgate 2. Holy, what a game. I mean, what do you call a game? It's DOA, but don't take that as dead on arrival, man. Splitgate 2 was dead on announcement. That was an insane announcement. The fucking make first-person shooters great again into we're having a battle pass, a battle royale, and a monetized shop that rotates new featured items every day. That might be one of the most insanely tone-deaf thing to what gamers want of all time, and I gotta respect the fact that they have no idea what they've done is, like, precisely what they were, in theory, fighting against. And honestly, I played Splitgate 1 a decent bit. Not extensively, though. Why? Splitgate 1 was so fun until you'd run into a lobby of, like, the most unemployed fucking gamers of all time who have done nothing but mastered how to do portal movement and are spawn camping you the entire time. Right when that happens, you start to realize, wait, there's a reason Splitgate 1 never caught on. Because it's not a fun experience to boot up and play casually. And it was a game that kind of marketed itself around playing casually. Because you could say the skill ceiling was there, sure, but they also had stuff like, I don't know, you had to play, okay? You just had to play, because, like, there was the infected mode. The infected mode was super fun. They also had, like, Griff Ball, except I can't remember what they called it in that one. I think it was, like, Iron Ball or something like that, or Skull Head or something like that. I don't remember. Well, sorry, they had Odd Ball, not Griff Ball. Sorry. Very different, slightly. But, like, they had all these casual, fun party modes, and then the most sweaty, unemployed gamers of all time were just playing the game. So you couldn't even enjoy the party mode with friends when you would hop on to play. Except for Infected, because Infected's almost impossible to sweat it, which is why Infected's one of the best game modes in any shooter ever. I'll say it if no one else will. Specifically, I think it was Halo Reach Infected, where you actually turned into the Flood when you were infected. That's the best variant of Infected ever. Because the Flood running at me did put visceral fear in my heart. And that's the kind of shit that I need to see. Slave Scale, Breacher, Slave Scales. Son of a bitch. Talon, Scraper. Fucking Sharp Claw, Mazda. I'll never get a Dissenter, so it's fine. Don't even worry about it. I don't need a Dissenter anyways. How long was the hunt? 13 minutes? Silver Crown Large, what can I say? Just the kind of guy I am. What was the new thing that popped up? I actually did not read it. Because reading is for nerds. You've reached HR 7. Okay. So now we have new quests. We can go check out our new roster. I don't think we're going to see anybody new. Maybe Elder Dragons. Stylus and Rathian, Mizutsune, Gamoth and Zamchios, Brachydios, Oregon, and that. Okay, sure. What else we got? Hunt all large monsters, not including Celtis. Poor guy. Holy. Yo, they packed some hunts in this one, huh? We've also got a vent quest that we might be able to do. What do you think? Would I be able to do that one? Potentially, potentially. Ghosts and Goblins, and Red Crow. I mean, there is Baki, biggest versus strongest. We do fuck with Baki around here. There's also Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what it would give you, but there was a Devil May Cry collab? Oh, shit. Damn, I really did not look through a lot of these. Yeah, we got Silver and Gold Rathian. We got Brachydios. The obvious choice. I don't know what that one's in reference to. I think that these are just, like, not collab ones. These are just, like... What the fuck is Nabatsu? What the fuck is it? Akanolos? Ukanlos? I've heard of this guy, Nakarkaros. We fought him before. No clue what an Elatrion is, either. Probably spoiling stuff for myself. Oh, hell yeah. Street Fighter, I'm imagining. I just feel like they always do a Street Fighter one, so it makes sense. They own it. Elder Dragon from P3rd? Okay, okay. Do Hellblade again? Yeah, you're probably right. I probably should. Let's go to the capture one. Imagine a Kushala Daora on roids. So like a rusted Kushala Daora, or... like, what are we talking about here? I can probably drop both of these, assuming... Well, let me make sure I know where the quest is taking place. Takes place in the dunes. The dunes. The dunes you might need something for, actually. You might need a cool drink for that one. While we're at it, we might as well make the Mega Demon drugs that we were using last time, and we will take our Pitfall Trap and our Shock Traps. And then we will store all of these. Don't need the Glutton Tunas. Why? I'm just not going to bother. Raw meat, definitely not needed. If I wanted it raw, I'd let you know. Pause. No, actually, I prefer humans. Thanks for checking. So then we can take our Trank Bombs, our Shock Trap, and then we need our Demon Drugs, Mega Demon Drugs, and Mega Armor Drug. Which I'm going to do from the list, because, like, obviously I know how to make it normally, but just in case somebody else doesn't. What's this one make? Oh, that's your armor skin. Okay, so now we have our Demon Drug and our armor skin. Demon Drug, of which we currently own 0. Just make like 10 of these, and then we should go over Mega Armor Skin. It would need a Pale Extract. Son of a bitch. Pale Extract, though? Does it have to be a Pale Extract? Hold on. Combine box items. Take a Demon Drug and combine it with a Pale Extract. There it is. We'll hold on to one Pale Extract. It's all we have, man. We've got to hold on to what we've got. Mega Demon Drug with me. Mega Armor Skin with me. Is there anything else I need? Like, I know I could do a Dash Juice, but I feel like I'll be roided up enough just from these two. Now, I don't need the specific elemental resistances, but I still think they're the best we have, so I'm just going to use, like, a gourmet voucher on this one. And do Defender High. Yeah, often decreases damage. Ooh, wait, can I do Lucky Cat, though? Sometimes increases rewards received at an end of quest. I think I gotta do this one. Now, that was a hearty meal. It sure was. Okay. Lock in. Wake the fuck up, samurai. I don't think that it'll be too bad. Now, I'm gonna have to shut up for most of this quest, which I'm sure people are very, very tragically sad about. Oh. Here we are. Special little spawn in. Yeah, it was a good thing that I decided, let's make sure we have the other thing. Shining Charm, Rush Shard, sure. Don't have any of those. Why? I'm not exactly the smartest all of the time. Watch Rat miss that singular Hellblade shell. I'm not... If I was a betting man, which I am, put it all in at the horse races, I would... What the fuck are you doing here, Gendrome? But like, who does he think he is? Should I hunt the Gendrome first just so I don't have to deal with him? Gendrome wouldn't respawn, right? I think you just deal with Gendrome first so I don't have to deal with him in the hunt. I think that's kind of the play you should go for. Now, I'm wasting some time of my cool drink here. And I'm potentially wasting a couple of health pots on it. But like, that's only if I elect to get hit, which I oftentimes don't. Okay. Nah, just ignore him. Yeah, but I don't want to fight. I don't want to get paralyzed while I'm fighting against big guy. You know what I mean? But if he's going to respawn anyways, I'll just move on. I don't know if he will. Yo, man, I did not think your ass would be right here. What is good, Hellblade Glavenus? It has been a schminute now, hasn't it? Weaves punishes you for being a naughty, naughty boy. Okay, 2 roars in a row might be excessive, though. All right, getting hit by the first thing. Why? Because I got stuck on wildlife. You love to see it. Okay. Remember his patterns? It's been a schminute since we fought, hasn't it? That and kind of want to see if I can get like a free mount going. Okay. Not like that I can't, but it's fine. It is what it is. That missed. This is gonna be hell. Wait, fighting him here is gonna be atrocious, huh? It's over, Anakin. Holy shit, he does have the high ground. This guy's awesome. He knows everything. This guy's good, Yugs. He knows everything there is to know about holding the high ground. I mean, I guess we'll just fight underneath like we did before. Weaves. Gets back in there. Continues to punish you for being a naughty, naughty Glavenus. Sorry, sorry. I can't help myself from ERPing. Remember when I said I played no games over the weekend? Yeah, I meant aside from VR chat with the kittens. Sound cues are so OP for dodging that. Okay, yep, fair enough. Just going for a quick bite. We've all been there before. I can't blame him for being hungry. I've been hungry before too. Well, this is unlucky. Holy, I almost got hucked by that edge. And I am, whew, not like Sneeko, man. I am not, I promise. I honestly didn't know if that was... Oh. How's your roommate? Oh, he's doing fine now. He's doing fine now. Actually, big update between me and my roommate. So, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll do like a YouTube post when the time is right. But, huge news is we're about to close a deal on a condo. So I will be moving very soon, which is an insane step. But like it'll probably disrupt streams a little bit. So I'm sorry to inconvenience you ever so slightly. I recognize I'm a very selfish individual. I mean, how... Oats, you popping up almost fucked me over because you changed up the sound cue for me. Finally caught you live. Hey, how's it going? I hope you're doing good. You might say, how was he able to look over while fighting Hellblade Glavenus? He's just one of the best to ever do it, people are saying. I really just thought he was about to make me eat shit, honestly. I mean, whiffs every single attack. I'm fighting the idea of Glavenus. Go on without me. Garfunkel, you literally just came back. Oh, that was just him doing the normal sharpen, not an attack. God, imagine if that fucking hit him in the head. In the G-dang dome piece. But yeah, so I'm about to have way more room, and also the other good thing is the condos are way more soundproofed than my apartment, so I'll be able to be loud again, finally. Because, like, it's really hard. We all know loud equals funny no matter what, intrinsically. So it's been really hard for me to make any jokes without being able to just, like, scream. You to give me a bunch of this, I'll be, yeah, I'll learn how to read someday. Damn. You're fumbling the first impression, man. Holy shit, this is so tragic. Say something, say, like, come, man. That always reels them right back in. It's like the crowd work of streaming is just saying something sexual. Then people go, hell yeah, now I'm in. Which, we all know my thoughts on crowd work. What is it? It's a Band-Aid to comedy. And like, I don't say that as an insult to people who do it. I'd fall back on a Band-Aid if I had boo-boos as well. But it just seems so easy to be like, you do what? Whoa, that's crazy. Especially because the people who are at a comedy club want to laugh. So it makes it even easier for your observations to be humorous. In fact, you know, this is a take that I don't know if people are ready for. It's really easy to make fun of those TikToks where people are like the guy who thinks he's funny, right? But the exact same guy who would be watching a movie and making a bunch of like stupid jokes about it, if he was your best friend, the exact same joke you'd laugh at. It's literally, it's just knowing your audience. That's all it is. You have to play to your strengths. Weave? Oh my god, I mean, it must just be so embarrassing to wake up and be looking like you every day. Me personally, I wouldn't know because I try to avoid the mirror. Whew. Why? Because then I'd self-reflect. Thank you, thank you. I'll unfortunately be here all week, much to your chagrin. Holy, what a dodge, what a dodge. But you know, honestly, dude, I fucking love... Okay. I love editing shorts. Oh, speaking of, man, I had the funniest comment of all time. It might be my favorite comment I've ever received on YouTube. And it was somebody who wanted to let me know they were unsubscribing from my channel, which first of all, it's called Quiet Quitting, buddy, get with the times. But second of all, the comment was left as though they were President Donald J. Trump tweeting. Just like the syntax of it, the way that they worded everything out. And they said, unsubscribing from your channel. Used to love the content, now it's nothing but YouTube short spam. Sad. And the sad was in all caps with an exclamation point after it. And you might say, well, what's funny about that? They don't like how you've changed the content. Yeah, so this guy has never once showed up to one of my streams. Like, my man has never once put in an iota of effort to show up to a stream. I was like, I'm getting tired of the shorts. Elon and Trump breaking up during Pride Month has been tragic. I know. It's really sad to see, man. They just miss each other so much. But yeah, so that is honestly, I wanted to pin the comment because it is the funniest comment I have ever received. It made me laugh so hard. And like the best part about it is they did mean that 100% genuinely because they did unsubscribe, which is so much funnier. As the rat man himself, I was informed there's cheese here. Yeah, what can I say? I don't always be washing under the foreskin. What can I say? Guilty as charged. Try me and convict me. There's a one-liner I stole from Chowder, by the way. Pin it. See, like, that's my issue with comments. Is I feel like if I don't instantly respond to them, it's weird for me to go back and respond. And so now it's been a couple days. Granted, I was not streaming during those couple days because it's while I was going out and, looking at condo stuff. Sen, I don't think, well, I guess, you know, Spoopy Joseph might have told you. I don't know what you guys type about all the time. But, okay, wow, damn, that fucking hurt, man. Glavinus. Okay, good shit. Wait. Whew. Okay. Weave. Weave. We're good, we're good, we're good. Glavinus wants you to pay attention to him. I know, what a selfish lover. He's like, don't I matter? Of course you do, Glavinus, baby. That's why we're here. Oh, you running away now? Oh, classic. Gets called out and leaves. Classic. But yeah, I don't know if Spoopy Joseph told you, me and him are about to move out and into, a new condo. And what can I say? I can't help but tell everybody about it because it's, one of the things I've been the most excited for within the past, I don't know, 2-ish years. So I'm very excited because I'm going to be a homeowner technically. I mean, I guess I'd say technically it's property. I'm a property owner, not a homeowner, I guess. But like, what is a home? Because there's that one song that tells me to know I'm not alone because they're gonna make this place my home. So if you prescribe to the beliefs of that song, anywhere can be a home. That's all. They also do tell you to settle down in that one, which is my plan. And also, it's like a very quiet one. I'm gonna be requesting a home tour. I've got a couple pictures of the inside right now. It's a fixer-upper for sure, but it's because we're buying it from someone who's like a longtime family friend. They kind of fix up places. And so he was like, well, I was gonna fix this one up, but if you guys want it to work on as your own place, go for it. So that's where we're buying it from, which is why I feel safe talking about it before it's 100% done, because it's all but confirmed at this point. There's no bidding wars or anything like that we have to go through, which is so nice. Which was our main issue when we were looking for other places, is holy shit, is it impossible to get an offer approved. Because every time we'd have an offer, somebody else would be like, what if I paid 50,000 more? Yeah, well, then of course I'd fucking say, take it. At that point, I suppose it is just yours. What if I paid more than the property's worth? And then of course you would take it. Fair enough. Oh, fuck. Big ups to Garfunkel for being alive. I'm gonna just run to this zone, and you might say that's cowardice. Yeah, precisely. Yes, I had nothing but fear in my heart when I did that. That was not a decision that was made by an informed idea of, oh, this is a very smart strategic move. It was, no, I'm fucking scared somebody hold me. And that's why I had to run. I'm aware. Imagine it's just the same person buying it all out. Oh, you mean BlackRock? Yeah, I know. This has been fun for a while. I'm just gonna run on out of here. Guys, the Gendrome's back. PETA, the horse, is here. Well, I guess we'll just in the meantime kill a couple of these guys. I'm not fighting two at once, and I don't have any dung pods, so I'm just gonna chill here. But yeah, Joe has a couple pictures of the inside. It does need a lot of work. We're gonna have to do flooring. We're gonna paint the interior, but we're gonna do all the work. So why? Because it's not that like hard, is it? If it had to be rewired electrically or some shit like that, I would say, you know. That's kind of where I top out, honestly. But it's like the easy stuff as far as I'm concerned. I mean, how hard could it be to lay floor? You literally walk on it. Gravity does 95% of the work. All right, all right. Oh, it's time. Hopefully they've gone their separate ways. If the power couple's still together, I mean, good for them. But you fuckers. This part of Old School Monster Hunter might be the worst part. If somebody was to say, I don't like Old School Monster Hunter because of precisely this, I would say, you know what? You're right. I mean, I guess we can go in and paintball one of them. It's just I'm almost out of paintballs, and you can't buy them, so... No, bother. Yeah. Alright, check this shit out. Holy, how does he do it? You're leaving the zone, man? I just got here. You laid a man. Surely you can lay floor. Happy Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. Just wanted to let everyone know. Happy Pride. Woo! Don't ask me how I missed that. The answer's very easy. Ratua. Or, sorry, you're saying Ratua. I thought you were saying Rata as in, like, Walter. Put your dick away, Walter. I thought that's what that one was. That's on me. I'm just too Mike Ehrmantraut pilled. I've got a question. Was Mike Ehrmantraut the name of the actor or the name of the character? I'm saying this as somebody who watched seasons 1 through 3 of Breaking Bad. Yeah, I think it was 1 through 3 of Breaking Bad, and that was all I saw. And you might say, why not watch any more than that? Don't worry about it, okay? Alright, I understand that my reasons for not watching it are a little bit of... Woo! They make it sound like I can't enjoy media, so I don't like saying it. Because I can enjoy media. I watched season 1 of Invincible and none of the others. See? The media enjoyer has logged on. I'll just say it, man. Fucking release your whole show. Stop making me wait in between seasons. Why? Because I'm not gonna come back. I know myself. The most important person I can know is myself, and I know I won't come back. So, see, like, this is why I wanted to kill the Gendro. Because now I've got to fucking deal with him again, man. I should have just killed him off the... Oh, my God. Alright. Which one of you motherfuckers said, don't bother killing the Gendrum? Prepare yourself. You are going to be sent to Guantanamo Bay. I'm sorry. It has to happen. You're the reason I can't fight my Hellblade. Because all I want to do is fight him, and now I gotta fucking deal with this song and dance, this whole kerfuffle. If I get paralyzed in the one shot, ooh, it'd be the end of the stream. It would be over. It would be over. Sounds like a skill issue? I don't think so, man. I think it's Glavenus loves me too much. I'm in a toxic relationship with Glavenus, and I'm getting victim blamed. That's fucked up. Thank God that roar disrupted Gendrum too, because I was about to eat the most insane paralysis of all time. Weave. Why don't you have poop on your hand? Because, like, I'm worried about E. coli, and I guess that makes me the weird one, man. I didn't know we had the poop professor in chat. Whew. The fucking deity of Dookie in chat over here. Alright, Gendrum. Was he limping? No, no, he was just trying to do an attack. Okay. Which one of you fuckers said it? Which one of you fuckers said it? Which one of you fuckers said, oh, it's gonna be fine? When he paralyzed me there into me getting hit by the Glavenus attack. Which one? Which one? I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Principal's office after this. I'm sorry. Regrettably. You can, like, make a dung bot. Well... So... Look. If you would like me to make a dung pod, I'd just like you to know you're new gen, and I don't mean that as an insult. Because I don't have a bomb casing on me. So I'd have to go get a catalyst first, turn it into a bomb casing, then I'd have to find poop on the map, then I'd have to make one. It's like a whole... There's like 7 steps. You can't just throw feces in this game. In the new ones you can. You don't bring them with you? Alright. So maybe it was just me, but I was taught online we don't victim blame. I feel like I've been victim blamed around 7 times in the past minute, and I don't really appreciate that, guys. I thought we were like hashtag always side with the victims. Like, what's going on with this? Always side with the victim till they don't have shit on their hands, I guess. Like, excuse me. Sorry I didn't bring a shit pod with me, but I don't know. I feel like it's a reasonable thing to not have on hand. God damn. How did it not work the way I wished for it to? Which is, of course, me getting a jumping attack. Wait for this. Whew. All right, good, good. I was about to say good shit, but then I realized I'd get victim blamed again. Oh, come on. That would have been so hype. That would have been so hype if you just let me mount and ride you. Also, that's exactly what I say at the bar when I need action. Dude, but think of how the hype aura and moments. Imagine how awesome people would think it would be if you just like let me ride you, man. People would be so happy for me. I was going for the tail cut. I was going for it. I'm not afraid to admit it. Woo. Same, salt, same. All right, at least my strategy is known to be used by more than just me. Oh, but imagine if I cut off your tip there. Quote my doctor at my birth. I remember you said exactly that shit, man. Come on! I fell off. Also what my doctor said to me at birth. I don't know what he meant by that one. Not the auto mod. Don't worry, I'll let it through in a second. I mean, if we had a Spoopy Joseph here doing his modly duties. Sorry, I shouldn't have said the word duty. Now there people are gonna be like, where's the dung pod? Whoa! Oh, he's letting me ride. Son of a bitch. I shouldn't have said the word dung pod. Guess who just joined the fucking party? Hey, Gendrome. How's it going, man? Really happy to have you here. Exactly who I was hoping would show up at this current juncture. Hey, man. How's it going? We've missed you. All right, all right. Woo. Get up there. Come on, man. Audio sounded off, but I couldn't really tell what was happening because I had a Gendrome fucking screaming in my ear. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's more fun when there's another enemy on top of you. It just adds a lot of enjoyment to the fight. All right, all right. Good shit. Whew. We're chilling. I mean, like, surely he's got to be done soon. I miss Joe. Yeah. I actually don't know what he's up to right now. You know, that's not true. I know precisely what he's up to. I had him install a gacha game, and it was probably the worst decision I could have done, because now he's going to have his whole life consumed by it. Because he was playing a game on his phone, and I was like, oh, is it like a Love in Deep Space style game? And then he went, what do you mean Love in Deep Space? And so then I was like, oh, here, look it up. And now I've done it to him, and it's my fault, all right? Because now he can't help himself. I shouldn't have ever put him on the game. It's my fault. I recognize that. What have you done? I didn't realize the Pandora's box I was opening. I thought he already knew. It was the top grossing game for the past like 7 months. I thought surely he's aware of it. He was not. How could you do this? I didn't know it would be this effective, honestly. I will say, gooner games that are made for the female/gay gays, they goon so much harder than the male games. Because, like, you look at a gooner game like Genshin Impact, right? Or, like, Zenless Zone Zero. And all they do is the character is attractive and has big boobs. And then you play a game like Love in Deep Space, and they have, like, a 5-minute intimate pounding scene between you and your favorite character. That's something that's kind of crazy to me. And yet the ones who get called gooners are the people who play Zenless Zone Zero. Isn't that insane? The society we live in is not ready for what Love in Deep Space has as scenes. All right, there's a reason they have scenes in the game that are designed to be played hands-free. And I'm telling you right now, it's not for Christian purposes. It's not to try and make the game more accessible. It's so you can access other parts of yourself whilst playing. Like, I'm not saying that you're completely exonerated if you play one of the ones that's just big titty women game. However, I mean, that one's just, they do it different, all right? It's kind of like guys reading, you know, hentai books that have to have pictures for them versus women reading a novel that's 37 chapters long of a werewolf nodding their insides. There's a difference, man. The guys are casuals, the women are pros. I'm sorry. They're winning. They regrettably own us. Their market's evolved, ours is just starting. Woo. This Glavenus sure has a lot of HP. Guys, Gendrum's back. Okay, it's time. Gendrum, I honestly, like, if you grew up and had a horrible childhood, I'm actually fucking happy about that. And I know that that sounds fucked up to say. It's a fucked up feeling. Is it a hub quest? This is a deviant quest for a Hellblade Glavenus. We have to capture him. You motherfucker. Ow. There it is. It's just that easy. Honestly, I'm impressed my self-control is letting me resist Love in Deep Space, because if I ever let that game onto my phone, problems will arise for sure. Oh, it will not be the only thing arising if you start playing it. I guarantee that. Oh, something's rising if you install it. That's the point of the game. Now, if you call it a problem or not, that's between you and them. Oh, thank God. We got a Glavenus Fire Orb. That's a new one. Dude, if I somehow didn't get the shell I needed, the crash out would have been something different. Now, what do we have here? Team Player, Maestro, Frenzy Resist, and that one? All right. I mean, we'll take it. We'll take it. A little 26-minute hunt. What can I say? I mean, like, the thing about the deviant monsters is they're just kind of, like, easy for a fella like me. Can we appreciate, by the way, that I have fought Hellblade Glavenus 2 times and carded to him 0? Can we appreciate that? I'm solo fighting a deviant out here, and I feel like I'm doing some God's work on him. I'm kind of making it look easy. I'm making him look like a joke. I'm sure some people out there are saying Hellblade Glavenus is really hard. Not me, though. You take mega demon drugs each time, you have to roid up? Yeah. People roid up for the Olympics. Don't see that as a problem. Alright, alright. The Magma Axe has been crafted. We will not equip it currently, because I need to see how its upgrading stuff works. So it's right here. You're already able to level it up. Okay. And it's just any Glavenus parts. Well, I have 24 tail pieces, so honestly, just fucking take 4 of these. No. Take 3 of these. And 1 that has a value, and nothing has a value of 1. So just fucking take 4 of these, then. I still have 21 of them. Now I would need a Hellblade powder, more carapaces, and more of those, and it's still only 170 base power. And lower affinity. Damn. I mean, that's a rough one. Because, like, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking to myself, do I need it? Nah, probably not. That's rough. Because, like, Brachydios over here. I mean, I guess Brachydios doesn't have the same kind of sharpness. So it's better than my Brachydios one. I mean, we should probably throw it on, right? But, like... Okay. If we compare this, lower affinity, but it does have element, but 10 less raw and no white sharpness. Isn't that just worse in every way because the white sharpness is like way too good? I don't really know anything about math. It's gonna be good later on. Yeah, it's gonna be scary next year. Okay, now I get it. Now I understand. Almost did a involuntary Danganronpa reference. It was like a gut reflex from my body. That would have been horrible. Well, I don't know which ones we do now. I guess we probably do Shigeru Magala. He's right here. We're just looking for him. What do we have on this one? Gathering of Wyverns? Yeah, I'd really rather not do that. Let me go check what the required key quests are. Oh, nah, man. Oh, this is hell. Oh, fuck me. Dude, they're so horrible. Wait, the options we get are not good. They are straight up. We have to do. Worse than the Steve axe for now, but Steve is just goated. So, we're soon getting the update for Monster Hunter Wilds. It's going to add Lagiacrus. And I really want them to put Steve as a stealth drop into the game with it. Because, like, we have no invaders in Wilds. So we need an invader. Honestly, I'm just waiting for Wilds to become a completed game. It'll happen soon. But, like, we have no invaders in Wilds. And I feel like adding in Steve would be so perfect because every time that they add Steve into a game, it kind of seems like they add him to get overshadowed by the other stuff the game has. And the return of Lagiacrus after all this time will absolutely overshadow anything that Steve could ever do. So I think it's the perfect time to add him. Arkveld's an invader. His ass does not invade well then. No offense to him, but like, that's not invading. I'm sorry, Arkveld. It's when he shows up, all he does for me is he like fights the monster and then that's it and runs away. He doesn't like chase after the monster, make me feel really all that afraid. I just walk away. I'm never afraid of Arkveld. Now maybe that's just all of New Gen, because honestly, I played World at World's launch and for the first title update. I think the first title update. I believe Devilo was the first title update. And then that was the end of where I was playing World. That was it for me. I know I missed a lot. I never even went back to play Iceborne. And like, I don't know if it's safe to say this yet. I've kind of got title update fatigue. I miss the games launching insanely completed, because now it kind of feels like they launch a game that's halfway there to what they want and say we'll do the rest in post. Whereas it used to be like they'd launch the game completed and then give us events that made people want to come back. But now it's they have to give whole monsters that make people want to come back because the game doesn't have enough monsters in it by default. Which I don't know if that's what I'm looking for, but I don't know, maybe it's just me. It's very possible it's just the way that I want to play a game, but it kind of just feels like you charge full price for the game right now. I don't want the game to get completed later. I kind of want to complete it. He does so much damage, though. That is true. If you get hit by that big explosion attack, he does deal a lot of damage. And also, I'm sorry, before it comes up, I really just don't think Wilds is currently in its completed form. Because I know that you can say, well, it is a complete game. The title updates just add more. I don't believe, with how fast Mizutsune released after the game was out, that Mizutsune was not already just like ready to go at Capcom headquarters. They just purposefully held off so they had more content for a title update. Which to me does not feel like good, meaningful content. It feels like it should have been in the game by default. Also, it's just like, I don't know. I got a little bit of Mizutsune fatigue, I think. Just because Mizutsune was a big part of Rise's launch, too. And then Mizutsune, I don't know. We've just, like, seen it so much. I like when they give the spotlight to monsters that don't get as much spotlight. Like, Lagiacrus, I'm very excited for. because Lagiacrus hasn't been in a game since Generations Ultimate, so I'm very excited. And also in this game, I'd forgive you if you said Lagiacrus isn't in this game, because he might as well not be. His fight is so watered down, pun somewhat intended because there's no water segments. Without those, it just kind of feels lackluster. It's lacking my man Lester from GTA 5 Online. Yeah, GTA role players love that one. Wow, that was all it took, huh? Kind of feel like we went crazy on the tail. I would love to mount and ride you. Well, I guess that works too. Go for a little head break now. I really did not think that would bounce at all. Woo! We're chilling. But yeah, also this week, I'm going to be meeting with the owner, the current person who owns the condo for buying it. So one of these nights, I'm going to not be streaming when I normally would. It might be Thursday. If it's Thursday, I'll try and get a Monster Hunter stream in on Saturday. So I can just do like a long Monster Hunter Generation stream. Just because like I've been doing the 2 Monster Hunter streams a week. So don't worry. I'll make sure you're eating good. I won't let my children starve. It's why CPS can't take them from me. Try as they may and try as they might. You meant... hold on. I will read this in a second. Dude, honestly, the way you worded this question... And it's... I don't mean this as an insult. I just think it's, like, awesome. You worded it like it's a press release that I'm at. You've mentioned before that... Okay. Any horns broken off that? I think so. Weaves. All right, we're chilling. We're breaking it down. I'm on fire. Fireball. You understand what I'm saying here? If you don't, Mr. Worldwide would. I'll answer the question in a second. Sorry, Shigeru Magala doesn't give me much downtime. All I keep doing, you know when you're reading a book for like English class and you're just absolutely not enthused in what the book is saying, so you keep rereading the same section because you're not actively reading it, so your eyes are just like kind of glazing over? I'm trying to actively read it, but my mind just keeps going back to the start of the sentence because I'm like, well, it wouldn't be fair if I don't if I don't read the whole thing from the start every single time. Now, will I? Yeah, his tail still exists. We're fine. I need to run over and grab that sparkly. All right, he's doing this. You mentioned you're gonna, am I gonna do different weapons or switch axe goaded? So, I have 3, almost 4 weapons, I would say, that my heart belongs to in Monster Hunter. There's a 5th one, but the 5th one was like a fling. It was like a one-night stand that, like, while it was good, but now, I don't know. I don't think we're healthy for each other. So my 4-ish weapons, but the 3 top tiers are Switch Axe, Greatsword, and Hammer. Those are my 3 favorite weapons in the game to play personally. My favorite weapon design-wise, even though I'm not great at using it, so I'm just not a huge fan of it, is Hunting Horn. I think Hunting Horn is one of the coolest design weapons, period. I just think it's such a unique design, and I love everything about it. And I love everything about the Hunting Horns designs themselves. Well, about some of them. Some of the Hunting Horn designs I go a little lazy on, but like still. Anyways, Switch Axe, Hammer, and Greatsword are my 3 favorite. And then Sword and Shield I really like, but I feel like it's so game dependent how much I enjoy playing it. 2 weapons that I've never found any enjoyment from personally, and if you do, look, I understand it. They're very popular weapons for a reason. I've never got any enjoyment from playing dual blades or from playing longsword. I just find both of them insanely boring. No, I find dual blades insanely boring, and I find longsword not my play style. That's a more fair way to say it. Because dual blades to me feel the most like turn off your brain, enter demon mode, slash, Blade Fury, Blade Fury, Blade Fury. Demon mode's out, drink a dash juice, enter demon mode, Blade Fury. I think longsword at least has unique play styles. It's just not what I'm into, personally. But those are probably my two least favorite weapons. Bow, heavy bow gun, and light bow gun have never appealed to me because I don't really like playing ranged. But, like, I don't think they're bad weapons, and I think I could definitely find enjoyment in them if I spent the time to learn them. But it's just not the playstyle I want. Because I will admit that, like, so playing them online, I don't understand how I could enjoy it. Because I feel like if I'm playing a ranged weapon online, I sit back and do nothing. But I do get a lot of enjoyment that you could have from playing, like, light bowgun solo. Because you actually, or heavy bowgun solo. Because you actually have to maneuver around the monster while finding times to set up and use your ranged weaponry. So yeah, I'd say it's definitely not out of the questions that we change it. Switch Axe is probably, it stands above Hammer and Greatsword for me. But I am a huge Hammer fan. The hierarchy amongst those weapons is Switch Axe is number 1. Hammer is number 2, and Greatsword's number 3. Well, that's fair enough. 4U and Generations Sword and Shield are very strong. Yeah, I was tempted to play Sword and Shield in this game just because I really like the oil system. I think it's a very fun system. Plus, I mean, as an Italian, how could I not love putting a little extra virgin olive oil on? Also, hello, welcome in. Sorry, I guess, you know, that's like a thing streamers do is welcome people in and like be kind. Well, be kind? I don't know. Tell that to the IRL streamers, but dude, it's the one thing, like if I ever start making any money streaming, which I don't think I don't know, I've got no desire currently to monetize it because like I just enjoy talking and yapping, which is why I click go live every day. Well, that's a little bit of a fucking lie, but it's why I like clicking go live. But if I ever did, I don't think I could ever tell people I was a streamer because they'd be like, oh, you mean like the people who go to Japan and are a public nuisance for money? Or like, oh, you mean the people who go to Korea and make fun of the war criminals statues? No, man, not like that one. Like, yes, I share the space with them, but hopefully not like that one. It's actually insane. I don't know, IRL streams have always been weird to me. It kind of feels like by nature parasocial, if that makes sense. Because the entire appeal of an IRL stream is it's like I'm there with them in the country. But like, no you aren't, man. They're in the country. You're just fucking watching from your home. You're fucking eating Pizza Hut and watching and pointing at the screen going, whoa, they shouldn't say that. Especially the IRL streams that are all about flirting with women. Those ones I really don't get. Granted, you don't get as many of those on Twitch. That's like a Kick special. And I don't think anyone's surprised that that's a Kick special. That just feels like it belongs there, you know? Get him to run towards me here. Okay. Take this time to carve. Why? I don't know if the tail despawns. I'm not missing my fucking carves. I'm a man with commitment and priority. And my priority there? Making sure I get that tail. You know what? Rolling directly in to get stepped on. What can I say? I like them large. Around these parts, we like big women. Woo! I've never seen a tail despawn in this game. Yeah, I just didn't know if it could. I was just worried that it could. So I figured we have a lot of downtime when he does his smash attack. Why not use it? Woo! Okay. Hold on. Let's not just stand right there. That might not be a good idea. Please don't turn around and keep running because you might like hit me and that'd be really rude. You gotta look out for pedestrians. Alright, good shit, good shit. I beat my, hold. Hold. Local man can't read. In corner getting fisted. Not in a fun way, probably. Okay, good shit. Now, even if he turns and hits us, it won't be too bad. Dude, I was kidding, man. Fuck you. I was just hoping you wouldn't turn at all. Woo. Okay, good shit. I mean, we'll go for the tail. Why? Because we just gotta cure our frenzy virus. I don't want to have monster AIDS, man. Yeah, that's honestly so fair. Woo! Okay. Run through. Oh, baby, that one just felt right. Yeah, fair enough. I definitely mistimed that dodge. I felt it in my balls. One of the only places I still have sensation. I beat my first big monster finally. Ooh, the big dino one. Can't remember. Jaggy, I think. Oh damn! Wait, let's go. Wait, are you playing Generations? Because if so, wait, no, I think Generations' first big monster is the Macau. I think. Oh damn. Great Macau. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it was the first big one. If it was the big green monster, that's the Macau. But I don't know which game you're playing first. Unless you're playing World, in which case I think that one's Jagris. MH4U. Oh wait, are you starting in Hub? Because I think if you start in the Hub, you can start with Great Jaggy. And if you're starting in the Hub, you're playing on hard mode, more or less. The village quests monsters are scaled for single player. The hub quests, the multiplayer hub quests, are scaled to 2.5 times their HP because they're designed for you to be able to do online. Which, if that's your first one you beat, then good shit. Learning with the training weights on. The other big green guy is the Devil Ho. Well, I figured that if it was their first monster, it was not going to be the Devil Ho. Hey, Hunter. Welcome to hell. Guild says we need to start feeding the monsters. Okay, good shit. Should probably heal up, honestly. We're a little bit low on HP, so long as he doesn't look this way. All right. Yeah, just keep beating on Oats. I mean, you're just fucked in the head. Because I just said as long as you keep beating on Oats. Ah, shit. Wait, we're fine. Wait, I don't have to dodge everything, as it turns out. You can just position in a way such that... Oh. Alright, see you around, man. I was preparing for the fight to keep going. I didn't realize you were that weak already. Yo, I'll say it. Took me like 20 minutes. Okay, you're probably fighting the hub one. If I had to guess. But again, if so, once you go to do a village quest, you'll feel like, I thought you would be stronger. Cue the invincible one. The invincible picture. I think it's from Invincible. I can't remember. It might be from like The Boys. I don't know, man. No, it's got to be from Invincible because the art style looks good for the picture. No offense to anybody who reads The Boys comic, but full offense, how do you read that, man? It does. The art style in it is atrocious. I'm sorry. Look, all art is beautiful or whatever, except for the Boys comic book art style. The Boys kind of feels... I mean, it captures its vibe well, because it does feel like an edgy 13-year-old would love the art style of The Boys, and that's pretty much what they're going for, as far as I know. Alright, throw all these in somewhere, I don't know. Precision, Constitution... Damn, man. Horrible. Gun Lance. Oh, shit. It is not every day that somebody starts up and picks the Gun Lance. I'm not saying it's bad at all. It's just like, I feel like it's one of the more niche weapon choices. Granted, ever since Charge Blade started existing, I feel like Switch Axe is a little bit more of a niche choice too. Because everyone who wants to play this one would just be like, well, why wouldn't I just play? You wouldn't just play the other one because the fucking Switch Axe is awesome. That's the reason. Because the Switch X is also, it's a part axe and part sword, and then they say so is Charge Blade, and I say, okay, yeah, fair, but shut up, man. It's all, we have to hold on to what we've got. A cold set of armor. Why not? Why not, man? Me and my Palico Mark are unstoppable. In this game, you can actually run 2 Palicos. You can see here, I have Garfunkel and Oats. You can talk to, hold. Yeah, in Burna, you can talk to somebody to hire another Palico. I don't know what this one is. I don't know what this hire button is. I think that's like the multiplayer one. But like, don't worry about that. Yeah, or should I say title card? Holy shit. Gets another Palico named Omni-Man. It's fucking time. We've waited. Long have we waited. I guess we'll just get the Thunder Resist one. It's not going to do anything here. Dude, nobody told me the last part of this is going to be atrocious. I have to go fight 2 monsters over and over. I looked at which ones were the key quests, and all of them are duo fights. That's so horrible for me. I'm one dude. Sometimes. I mean, 2 Palicos with me. However, somebody, and I'm not pointing any fingers, it's me, by the way, doesn't upgrade my Palico's equipment, and they tend to get one-shot. Why don't they upgrade their Palico's equipment is a great question you'd ask, but what you gotta look at is the fact that, like, they look awesome as their little robot outfit. So I just can't bear the idea of not having them in that. Area 7 we might run into. I mean, Gammoth probably doesn't run in the same circles as Zam, right? There's gonna be more atrocious than G rank. Does G rank do a bunch of duo quests too? Cause like, I mean, I guess the duo quests, they give them weaker HP, right? Normally, their HP is nerfed from its normal because they're expecting you to fight 2 of them, and no man in their right mind would fight 2 full HP ones. Surely, you might say that's cope. Yes, correct. God damn, do I love Big Zam? I mean, just fucking look at this guy. This is a monster. This is a hunter, dare I say. What are we doing? Don't shoot a beam. That's just not where you were looking, Zamtrios. Might I add. I thank God one of those hit. We can swap this over here. We'll just go for his front fin. With Big Zam, I've noticed going for his fins, he likes to stagger a lot. Wait, I got hit? I honestly did not think anything hit me. Okay, wait for it, wait for it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it, man. I really just, look, it could have happened to anybody. It just did happen to me. What was that dodge roll, my man? Don't worry about it. In another life, that shit worked so good. Yo, Jeff from Marvel Rivals. Can I give a take about Jeff from Marvel Rivals? It's a take that the Jeff players are going to get mad at me for, but I have to say it. If you're a Jeff main who is upset about his changes, how does it feel to be upset that your character just got stronger? How does it feel to get upset that your character became a more consistent anti-dive character? Oh, but he's less survivable in the enemy's backline. Good. They nerfed the worst playstyle of all time. Nobody enjoyed having to fight flanker Jeff. I'm sure that you enjoyed playing it, because that's the kind of playstyle that only you could enjoy playing. Because nobody else in the game wanted to be with you. Woo. Alright. Good shit on the dodge. Damn. Alright, fair enough. Completely cleaned my clock. With the L, by the way. Fair enough. I was really just hoping it would make him fall over. Yeah, when you break his arms, he topples over, so he can do it multiple times in ice mode. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just feel just like the lamest reload of all time. Society if my thing had unlimited ammo. Okay, good shit, good shit. Now we get over here, pop one of these, and just start going to town and whiffing every single hit. You know, not just anybody can miss every single hit. Takes a special kind of gamer. Well, if it isn't John S. Roden. Wait, I know him. Dude, thank God you didn't say John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, because that would have been embarrassing. Like, not many people will believe this, but his name, that shit's actually my name too. I know, hard to believe. What are you doing? What is Blood up to? Yo, can I say something that's been upsetting me on the internet? It's been upsetting me for a minute now, and it's been showing absolutely no signs of stopping anytime soon. I thought surely the internet will get over it soon. You're allowed to swear on the internet. We agree on this, correct? You can say, I mean, maybe, you know what it must be? You guys remember that one video of the little kid who went, "Stop saying swear words, guys"? You remember that video? I think he had a bigger cultural impact than we like to say, because now people can't say goofy ass. They have to say goofy ah. So honestly, we have to give that kid some credit. He made it happen. People did stop saying cuss words. And if not for him, people would still be saying goofy ass. Who the hell is saying goofy ah? Like, everybody in comments, right? Like, nobody in real life is saying it, but they're saying it in the comments of everything. It kind of just, like, upsets me, because you can just swear. It's okay. No one's gonna tell on you. It's alright. Like, when people say TSPMO. Yeah, you wanna know what PMO the most, man? When you type that instead of saying "this shit pissed me off," you're not 4. It's okay. It's allowed. You can say whatever. It's fine. Same with the Sabao one. This is a plot to get us to swear so you can tell our parents. Yeah, you guys called me. I'm trying to report you guys to the principal. The truth behind it is the principal said that, like, I don't have enough quota as student council president, so they're trying to get it so I can get more people to swear. Now come this way. Now walk this way. Talk this way. Oh, just give me a kiss. That's my man right there. 1, 2. Honestly, how did I get behind him? It's a great question. I ask myself the exact same thing all the time. Happy Pride Month. This is gonna... Wow, I thought that would 100% stagger. Directly into that. I didn't know I was an alternative to ass. I thought people started talking pirate gibberish. That would be so much more preferable if people were in the comments hitting you with, "Alright, avast, matey. It's time ye walk the plank." I not seen a swabby like ye in ages. Now, if we started doing that online, that would be sick as hell. We can definitely start doing that. In fact, that's way preferable. After officially beating all bosses, I can confidently say the damn goat that spreads madness is definitely the most annoying. The most annoying? Do not talk about Libra that way. I beat Libra on my first try, I beat Libra on my second try, and I beat Libra on my third try. And every time, do you want to know what I can say about Libra? Libra is one of the most fun bosses I've fought in a Souls-like game. I love Libra. I think Libra is a great boss. Now, I haven't fought Dark Drift Knight yet, and I've been told Dark Drift Knight is one that I will very much enjoy. Yeah, whatever. Go Pyro Cynical mode. See if it helps you here. Morris is annoying. Which one's Morris? I can say with 100% confidence that Augur is one of the worst bosses in any Souls-like game. It's literally just a range check. Does your team have a ranged player? If yes, have fun. If no, whatever. You know, you could have had fun. Unfortunately, no one was playing range. Oh, fuck. Augur? Okay, yeah. Augur sucks ass. Augur's horrible. I don't like a boss that just says, "Are you playing one of our ranged classes?" Checkbox yes or no. If yes, enjoy the easiest boss in Souls-like history. If no, enjoy not being able to hit the boss the entire time. actually hit you with sleep stacks in real life. It is the hardest part of fighting Augur, is staying awake for the whole fight. Oh my god, he died in big mode. Someone keep Pyrocynical away from his corpse. Please, it's not gonna be pretty if he gets over here. This guy's inflated and fat. It's so bad. All right, there we go. Now we gotta go beat up on a giant mammoth. Gotta go. Well, thanks for stopping by. Unless you had a horrible time, in which case I'm sorry I ruined your day. However, there's no trauma dumping allowed in chat, so like keep that shit to yourself. If that is the case. You are allowed to let me know in the YouTube comments, though, if you unsubscribed. I'll allow that to happen. But only if you give a rationale behind it, such as, used to like you until the YouTube short spam. Something's eye construct, Risk of Rain 2. At least Risk of Rain 2, every character has some way to hit them. I don't think there's a single character in Risk of Rain 2 that can't hit the Zai constructs. Now, that doesn't make them fun, but in Night Rain, this boss, I feel like there's 3 characters who have no way to hit them reliably for 85% of the fight, which is absurd in a game that has 8 characters, that nearly half of them have to just look up and go, yeah. Actually, let me think about it. Hold on. So, Revenant, Revenant uses spells with seals and faith stuff, so Revenant's fine. Recluse is fine. Iron Eye's obviously fine. Wilder can somewhat keep up by grappling over and getting a good hit in whenever they're near the ground, which is nice because they move fast enough that you need to have grapple to be able to hit them. Raider has no shot at hitting them. Guardian has no shot at hitting them. Duchess, not fast enough to get over and hit, but can do like the rewind ability on them to get some damage in, so at least that's something. Executor can't hit. Yeah, I mean, I guess maybe if you go into big dog wolf mode, you'll be able to do that. How am I not able to find Gammoth? He is the biggest fucking creature in the game. This is impressive, man. It's like not being able to find a dump truck in a single family home. Flies high, Acrid, Merc, Seeker, and Chef can't do much against it. False Sun too. Yeah, but False Sun has a laser beam that can normally still... Oh, hey. Speaking of the dump truck I was looking for. That can normally still hit. Acrid's right click of poison spreading will still just burn down the health the whole time. I will say Merc, you'll need somebody else so you can dash spam to get up. It's just... There's at least something you can do with a lot of the characters. Also, Acrid, if you have movement speed, can easily get there, but like that's... If you have that much movement speed on Acrid, there's nothing that can stop you anyways. You've already won the run. Once Acrid hits the point of the game where they get to leap mountains with a single button press. That's just kind of an Acrid moment. Woo! If you play Chef, you already hate the run. Yeah, no, Chef definitely can do nothing, but like, I hate to say it because Chef is one of my favorites. Chef doing nothing is not unique to Zai Construct. Am I down? What the fuck? Why am I hitting the fetal position? Why am I hitting the Gammoth? Oh no, please, I'm so soft and supple pose. Just fucking move, dude. You don't have to do that. You chose to do that. You wanted Gammoth to do that. You were hitting the, oh no, mommy, please don't grab me pose. What the fuck, dude? You definitely wanted that shit, 100%. Yeah, there's something you can do. Yeah, well, I guess like I mean, the main difference is in Elden Ring, there is actively nothing you can do because the character will then also drop a nuke on you, and that nuke one-shots you. Now, who's the one victim blaming? I got blamed for 30 minutes for not wanting to touch shit. I'm sorry, I think that E. coli is a real threat. I'm sorry that I'm the only one who recognizes it. Did anybody else get that video on TikTok of the one woman who was defending holding her own shit? That might have been one of the most insane videos I've ever seen. I don't know. I imagine it wasn't real. But is there a way to block the sleep newt except destroying it? Yeah, destroy it. Pardon? Yeah, there was a woman on TikTok. She popped up on my For You page where someone was like, wait, you touch your own shit. And she was like, cultures used to touch their own shits all the time, but now people act like it's an issue. Yeah, well, like, but not saying she's wrong. People did used to have to touch their shit all the time, I imagine, sure. In buckets primarily, but whatever. Yes, you're somewhat right. They did have to handle it. But also, like, we used to have a life expectancy that was 1/3 of what it is currently. And I think a decent part of that is the fact that we're no longer in there absolutely grabbing the Taco Bell shit and just flinging it around for the fun of it, for the love of the game. That's a little bit, that's a level of insanity. So I'd like to believe it's rage bait just because that helps me sleep at night, right? Especially because she said that her roommates were making fun of her for doing it. And I'm like, of course they were. Your roommates seem to be adjusted members of society. And you're playing with your own shit like it's Play-Doh. I'd hope they make fun of you for that, honestly. There's some stuff that is like, there's a reason we left it behind. We used to give lobotomies to people who were acting emotional, but like, we can change and grow. Just because we used to do it doesn't mean it's right. Like, I saw somebody else who was trying to sell a grounding mat on TikTok where the whole point of it was like a special yoga mat that had a piece of the earth on it so that while you did yoga, you would be connected to the outdoor world. I mean, two things to go with that one, right? Because, and their reasoning is because it's what our ancestors used to do. But definitely two things to go with that one. Thing one, my favorite character from a Dr. Seuss book, is, dude, you can just walk outside and do yoga on the ground. Like, you don't have to buy a grounding mat. And two, just because our ancestors did it does not mean that it's a good idea. I'm getting so tired of people being like, we have to do this, it's how we used to do things. Yeah, but we changed for a reason. We have x-rays now. We used to just say, what's that? Oh, you're not feeling good? Death. It's okay for some things to change, I think. Dare I even say it's natural. The tail is excited. Did you stroke it? You caught me. I think it's been excited ever since my hunter started doing the oh no mommy pose. Something something tradition. I mean, the way I view it, damn, I've never been stepped on that hard before. One more time, same time next week. Anyways, traditions change mostly for reasons, I think. Like, we don't have to, we're not animals at the zoo that fling our feces for entertainment. We don't have to do that anymore. It's okay. We can just move on. Why did I take an ancient potion instead of a max potion and a well-done steak? It's a great question you ask, mainly because I'm stupid. Mainly because I kind of forgot that, oh yeah, this one's rarer, so I just took it anyways. By the way, I was talking about this earlier with somebody, and they disagreed with me, but I think I'm correct. So this is where it's your time to vindicate me. I think that the average person has pissed in a pool more than once. But like, by which I mean statistically. If we were to take across somebody's lifetime how many times they've pissed in a pool, the average number is higher than one. I think it's 100% true. And people are going to say you're gross, you're pissing in pools, accidentally or intentionally, doesn't matter. Because here's my take on it, right? People go in pools as kids. And I think up until around age 8, I'm almost expecting that child to piss in the pool. Because they don't know any better. They're a dumbass child. They're picking their nose and eating it. I'm supposed to believe they wouldn't piss in a pool? Of course they would. So if they've done that once, their data point for the rest of their lives is they are at least at one piss in pool. Meaning, there need to be so many zero pool pissers. Because there's some people out there who have probably pissed in a pool 10, 12 times minimum. And they're kind of pulling up the average. You need to find 12 zero pissers to try and cancel them out. Which I don't think you're going to be finding. And then that's just to cancel out one person that does that. And then you do that every single time. I think the average number, average of everyone, or per time they're in the pool. No. Like, average over lifetime. If we're doing per pool, I hope and pray that somebody's average is not over one time every time they go to the pool. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm an angel, okay? I'll divulge some tragic backstory to you. I probably pissed in pools 15 times throughout my life. I'll say that's probably around right. Why? Because the most time I went to a pool was around age 8. I'm not a pool pisser, but I'm a certified beach pisser. I honestly think that I'd rather you piss in a pool because there's chemicals to help with, like, the chlorine's there to help combat the piss. That's why we chlorine up the pool, is to combat piss. It's not the only reason, but it's definitely one of the reasons. The ocean doesn't have that, so you're just fucking coming into a fish's house and pissing on its face and leaving. That's crazy to me. But, like, the reason that I've pissed in pools around 15 times, I would, maybe more, honestly, is because the most time I went to a pool is before the age of 12. I mean, fish piss in the ocean all the time. That's their house. That's different. They live there. You don't live there. It's weirder to piss on their furniture. If somebody was to own their own domicile and piss on their couch, that's weird, but I'm not going to judge them. It's their couch. If I was to walk in and then say, well, everyone's doing it, and piss on their couch, I'm the weird one for sure. So, like, while they definitely do piss on it, I think they have more of a right to it than I do. I'm not there to... Now, granted, when I was thinking about the fact that we're all, you know, the average number of times a person throughout their lifetime will piss in a pool is above 1, it does make me kind of, like, insane that I know the taste of chlorine water in my mouth. Like, I can picture how that tastes because I've tasted it before. I've definitely unintentionally drank some piss in my life. It was 100% not intentional, but I think intent doesn't matter when it comes to swallowing piss. That's it, like, either it happens or it doesn't. And it's happened. And there's nothing I can do to undo it. It's like a mark of shit. You know, Sasuke's curse mark? That's mine, but with the fact that I know there has been piss in my mouth. That was not mine. Even if at a fraction of the piss that I would expect it to be, there was still piss in my mouth at some point. And it's my mark to bear, unfortunately. So where's this big going? I just wanted vindication that, like, definitely it is over 1 time per everybody's lifetime. The average is above 1. Especially because, like, the pool that I went to when I was a kid, it was a public pool that was just like a neighborhood thing. I'd see some people in the pool for 4 or 5 hours without getting out. I don't think that they were in there fully unpissed. I think at some point you gotta piss and you're probably thinking to yourself, I don't want to get out because the bathrooms are gross, because the bathrooms there were gross. But I'd rather go to the gross bathrooms. Well, not when I was also a child. I figured if everyone's pissing in the pool, who am I to fight against them? But when I went as a slightly older, still child, I mean, I guess teenager would be the term that people use there. What has the topic devolved into before? Shit, now piss. It's just kind of like the natural evolution. It's something we can all relate to, because you've definitely done one of the two, at least at some point in your life, unless, of course, you're a woman, because as we all know, women don't piss or shit. They tinkle. It's very different. And you'll do well to remember that. And then you might say, but like, what about the shitting alternative? They don't do that, obviously. Their bodies can't handle it. I think I would know. They'd let me know. I've got people for this. Alright, give me a mount. That's what I love to see. It had just been a while. I had just felt one coming on. Me when I'm in the pool and I gotta piss. Now, speaking of shit though, have you guys ever had that happen? Because there was one time someone shacked the pool, and that's insane to me. Pissing in the pool, it's gross for sure, but I can understand if you're a child where you're coming from with that one. I could not. I know it's probably an accident. I don't think they were meaning to shit the pool. But there was one time the pool had to get closed to clean up someone's feces. I mean, that's just insane to me. That's a different level. I'm down to forgive anybody who's pissed in a pool. If you've ever shat in a pool, you get no forgiveness from me. That's something that's just a little too insane. Huh? Yeah, no, it was fine. It was just floating in the water. They had to shut everything down. And now, I guess the alternative, as a kid, I was pissed off because we had just shown up to the pool and they were closing it down for that. But now that I'm a little bit wiser and older, I'm pretty happy I wasn't swimming in the shit pool. Because they had to, like, drain it all out. The pool was closed for, like, 3 or 4 days. I'm just saying, like, I don't think that can just happen on accident. How about beach shitters? I mean, I can't stop you, but I would still judge you. If it's at the beach, yet again, you're walking into somebody else's home and shitting on their couch. I don't think that's cool of you, but I can't stop you, and at least you're feeding the animals, you know? I guess if anything, you're kind of a hero. No, I imagine that what happened at the beach I was at, or not the beach, sorry, the pool I was at, it was like a child. Because I don't think anybody over the age of 10 could accidentally shit the pool. Purposefully, maybe, but like, even then, I don't know why you'd want to purposefully shit in the pool. This will show Mom I'm never coming back here. You can't make me. Alright, put away our freezer sack. Now, if one of those was in the pool, that's very different also. We do need to buy, I think it's warm drinks. We're having a half off sale. Oh, baby. Yeah, we have no hot drinks, so we'll just throw, I don't know, 99 of those in here. Top up, get an extra 29 of these while we're at it. Might as well. I deserve it. Buy an extra couple of these. They're on sale, you know? I'm basically just like losing money if I don't buy it. It's just on the shore. That'll be like shitting on someone's porch. You'd shit on the shore? That's insane. Wait, like, just like, I thought they honestly, just get out of the ocean, man. The ocean will still be there when you get back. I promise you. I assure you, you're not gonna run into the horrible stalls they have at the beach, walk out, and then all of a sudden the ocean's just gone. It'll be waiting there for you. It's almost assured. Alright, let's go over here. We got another yippee. You guys ready for SaltedSlices to fight a Rathian? Do you guys know what happens when SaltedSlices fights a Rathian? I'll tell you right now. There will be a lot of complaints levied his way. A lot. Not me, but hypothetically. Yeah, like hypothetically if you were to shit the beach. No, I think that is also insane. There was one time, this has nothing to do with shitting the beach, so sorry if you were getting excited for that, but there was one time I was at Myrtle Beach with a friend. We were taking like a vacation his family was taking, but they just also invited me. Dude, while we were in the water, a shark just fucking popped up out of nowhere and was right there on the shore. And it was exactly next to where we were swimming. And I don't think I've ever been more fearful for my life, which is kind of stupid because I'm pretty sure that the shark was like chill. Because if the shark was not chill, I'm pretty sure when he was directly next to me, he would have been doing something. I think it was like a baby shark, which I guess they were probably afraid that an adult shark would show up after that. However, they did have to call everybody out of the beach just to make sure that nobody like died from the shark. But I was a little bit pissed about that one too, because they had to stay out of the water for like 3 hours. And it was like, I don't know, the lifeguard's there. Can't he just go in and beat up the shark? Isn't that what they pay him for? In case this exact situation arises? It was a baby, man. You can easily choke slam a baby, speaking from experience. Now, a baby shark, I'm not 100% sure about, but like, it's easy to choke slam a baby. I thought you were gonna go to sleep, young man. Hey, stop poaching viewers. No, I'm kidding. You probably should go to sleep if it's late for you. I know, I've recently started getting a good sleep schedule because I'm going into work earlier and it's fucking me up. If he does that stupid dumbass tail slap again. Young man. Ooh, and I get you. Ooh, young man, when I find you. You can't tell me what to do, you're tiny. That is a very fair counterpoint. That's kind of how it works in nature. That is the hierarchy, I believe. Alright, now you're gonna do your attack where you turn your whole body into a hitbox again while walking, aren't you? Never mind, you're just like tired. I was honestly waiting for him to do the tail flip. I'm very impressed that he didn't. I didn't know that he had that kind of restraint. Alright. Woo! We're chilling. Makes it easier to hit your weak spots? Not for me. I've got balls of steel, personally. But that's just me. Weaves? Okay. Oh, you're doing it, aren't you? You motherfucker. I hate that attack oh so much. It's the whole reason I go for your tail every single time. Is because that attack, it induces some kind of like primal rage within me. And I can't explain why. Hell hath no fury like a SaltedSlices when a Rathian does a tail flip. Please. Okay. Yep, I knew that shit was coming 100%. I knew. Good shit. That would have like really hurt, by the way, if it hit me. Luckily, I don't let that kind of stuff happen. Thank God. Yeah, fucker. That's what I thought. That's what you try doing the tail flip one more time. Dude, chill out, dude. It's not even that serious. Like, I don't understand why Rathian's so upset. You're missing one tail. Big deal. They snipped my tail at birth, and you don't see me complaining. I do every day. Oh, no. Now they're gonna pin me down and have their way with me, man. Oh, my God. Wow. Whoa. You take big bites, huh? Dear Lord. What big mouth you have. Holy. Like my favorite show on Netflix of all time, Big Mouth. I saw a video earlier that, like, it did kind of activate my fight or flight reflexes. It was a video of somebody, they were just like, so you know how there's those Family Guy clips that people post? was somebody posting one of those, but it was a clip of Big Mouth on the side. I don't think I've ever felt like a visceral, like that visceral of like a fear, like I'm not in the right environment. Something has gone drastically wrong. In my life, I don't think I have ever, and I went, okay, you know what? Maybe I've been neglecting the show based off of the fact that it has the ugliest animation I've ever seen, and all of the jokes I saw in season 1 were absolutely atrocious jokes, with a lot of them being like, haha, guys, aren't kids going through puberty so funny? And like the answer is not really. So I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Let's see what this joke is. And then I watched it. I don't think I've ever been more straight-faced in my life. The only time I've been more straight-faced is when I was at like a homophobe meeting. Thank you, thank you. Because like the joke there is I want to be, now you might say, why are you at the meeting? During Pride Month, I'm not. But no, it was atrocious. It was just so insanely bad. I actually can't believe it got as many seasons as it did. And I don't know, man. I wanted to think maybe I was missing out on something. Maybe I was wrong for being a hater. I was not wrong for being a hater. I've never felt more vindicated in my life. Kind of felt like it was... I felt how I imagined the first guy that said smoking might be bad for you felt. Because holy shit, I was like, yep, everything about this is just like absolutely unfunny, complete garbage. One of the most slop shows I've ever seen. And yet somehow it got as many seasons as it did. Which that one just really has never made sense to me. Clearly somebody liked it, and yet I'm yet to find, maybe I just don't run in the circles of Big Mouth fans. Which, I'm not really asking to run in the same circles as them. I'm pretty sure they run in circles with like P. Diddy. I'm not 100% on that, but they sure do seem to think it's really funny when kids go through puberty. And like, I don't know, man. Is it that funny? The joke didn't really work that well the first time for me. The other thing that just like cartoon related news for all my cartoon heads out there, for all my cartooners. Dude, you guys know King of the Hill's getting a reboot? I'm sure that if you actually care a lot about cartoons, you probably already knew that. But like, I didn't. I heard about it like a week ago-ish. Yeah, it is one of those shows. I think the older I get, the more I can appreciate the style of humor that was in King of the Hill. Because it's very... King of the Hill is a slice of life anime. And I think once you recognize that, you can really start to appreciate what it does. But as a kid, I just didn't get it because I was like, it's not that funny all the time. It doesn't have to be funny all the time. It's a slice of life anime. You're supposed to just get invested in the characters and enjoy them. So the older I get, the more I'm like, I can really appreciate the kind of guts they had to make a show like this. Because not every show like this could have been successful, you know? Especially for the time at which they made it. So I really fuck with them for that one. I still don't think it's like a laugh out loud all the time, super funny, jokes 24/7 show, but I don't think it wants to be. And I can respect it for not... It's a show that knows what it is and what it isn't. Now, Big Mouth, on the other hand, that's a show I don't think I could ever respect. Don't hit me. So, like, do you see how I ask kindly? What kind of situations you guys getting into over there? Sorry, I've just kind of been letting the lovers' quarrel happen. I kind of feel like a therapist over here. Actually, you want to know what it feels like? It feels like I'm playing Just Dance in 2009 while my parents are fighting in the other room. Because I just look over and I see a bunch of messages going back and forth. I haven't seen Big Mouth and I feel like I probably should. Nah. Still, like... I think Big Mouth is an absolutely atrocious show, honestly. And the fact that it got as many seasons as it did, I mean, it proves to me there's no justice in this world. We're not arguing, kind of the opposite. Okay, I feel like my parents are rekindling their marriage while I play Guitar Hero then. That way I'll swap the game to be something more positive and the scenario to be something more positive. There we go. Now that's better. Dude, I did fuck with Guitar Hero 3 was a special game, man. I have a friend, he has like a Guitar Hero for PC. I don't remember what it's actually called. Isn't it like Band Hero or something like that? I don't know, I'm not 100% sure. I wanted more Midnight Gospel. Oh, Midnight Gospel was so good. Midnight Gospel was another one that was almost like a slice of life-ish. And not that I'm advocating for the use of anything like that. But like, if you were to be a fan of a certain green leaf that makes you feel funny effects, which I'm not saying that everybody is, nor should you take it, especially not if it's legal in your current zone of residence, that show goes crazy with it, allegedly. Wait, it's legal for me. That show goes insane if you're on weed. Sorry, I just remember that, like, I'm allowed to say it. Your dads argue sometimes, but it is not your fault. Oh, wait, now it's really like therapy. Whoa, wait. I've heard that one before. And then, do you want to know what the next line was? We're just going to be taking some time away from each other. Wait, guys, I'm not going to lie. Some time has been lasting for a while. 15 years and counting. So, I mean, someday it's got to be... I just feel like some time is running out. Alright. Weaves? Oh my god. Astalos, you absolute fool. Yeah, I'll say it. Astalos is one of the monsters in this game with the absolute most aura. Holy shit, is this guy dripped out of his mind. Okay, I'm just gonna get my ass beat, my ass blasted, my balls tugged on one by one. What are you doing? I don't know what he's up to. This guy's scheming things. Oh, you leave right after the Rathian despawns? How kind of you. Oh, yeah, we should watch where he goes. Oh, fuck me. Oh, in my tight hole. Sorry. I've been told that descriptive words are good and they help paint a better scene. He looks sick, but he also kind of looks like Rathalos OC.jpg. I think the stained glass bug wings are really what sells his design for me. I think if he didn't have those, I wouldn't be nearly as huge of a fan. But the stained glass look to the wings slash just like the dragonfly-esque look are very cool, and I like them a lot. Oh, that would have been so cool if it like made you fall down and feel things. I got hit by a fucking Conchu, man. Lead them to Conchu. I do know he's also in Rise. So you might like his design more in... I think he's in Sunbreak, and he might have been a content update they did. The only reason that I know he's in Rise is because I have a couple people at my work play Monster Hunter, but they only played Rise, World, and Wilds. They're new-gen fans, not to slander them or whatever. But one of them was like, yeah, there was this one bug dragon they added into Rise. And I was like, you mean Astalos of the Fated Four? And he was like, oh yeah, Astalos. And I was like, this guy doesn't know. He doesn't know he's a member of the Fated Four, who's actually, I guess, allowed out of his cage every now and then. I mean, Mizutsune is probably the one who's allowed. Woo, damn. Horrible dodge. I'm gonna get stunned off that too, which is the worst part. I'm not stunned. Okay. Yeah, Mizutsune is the Fated Four member who's definitely allowed out of their cage the most. Gammoth is the one who's let out of their cage the least. Gammoth might as well not be a member of the Fated Four, man. Her ass does not get invited places, man. She is at the party, but nobody is talking to her. We're lucky we got to fight her last time, because that's about it for her. Oh, no wonder they're having us do all these. I'm just fucking realized. Look, I'm a little bit slow. Each and every one of these double hunts is a Fated Four member plus another monster that's a little iconic. Now, Zamtrios, I would argue, is not that iconic, but I do love Zamtrios. Zamtrios I love as a monster, but I don't know if they're in any other games aside from... they're probably in Rise. B-Team seems to really like the other monsters. But... A-Team seems They like Mizutsune. I'll give them that. I don't think Glavenus was in... Has Glavenus been in anything since Generations? The Monster Hunter stories. Okay, has Glavenus been in anything real since Generations? Sorry to the 4 Monster Hunter stories fans. That was an uncalled for blow. I'm sorry. I'm sure it is a good game. It's got a fun art style. But I'd also say... Glav was in World? Oh, Glav was? Was it a title update? I only played World at launch, and I never went back to play Iceborne. Which is why eventually we'll go back and do that. Eventually, after we do Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate, then we'll do Monster Hunter... Old. Then we'll do Monster Hunter Tri, and then we'll do Monster Hunter Freedom Unite in Iceborne, yeah. Oh, okay. Well then, hold on. I need to sneeze so bad. Okay, we're good. I lived, bitch. Oh, oh man, your precious horn. Poor guy. He was a sick fight in the little bit of Iceborne I played. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about it earlier. I don't know if you were here when I was saying it. I'm getting sick and tired of the... of the format of title updates. Title updates are a cool idea, but especially in Wilds, way more than in World, because in World it felt like they were taking a risk with what they were doing, and then they ended up using title updates to supplement what wasn't there. In Wilds, it feels like Mizutsune was ready to go from launch, and you can't convince me otherwise, but then they just decided for no reason to not have them in at launch so they could have it for a title update. Just like Zoshio was in the game since launch, and they decided to wait for a title update to make them farmable. World, to me, I was like, this is a forgivable style. Rise, to me, was also much of the same idea that I am in World, or sorry, not World, in Wilds, where I was like, you fuckers definitely had a lot of these monsters ready to go. Not all of them. And credit where it's due, the Rise title updates added way more monsters because it was the older style of graphics than the title updates we're getting currently for World or for, well, I guess we're not getting any currently for World, but the ones we're currently getting for Wilds and the ones we got for World. But again, I didn't play all of those. World at launch felt a lot more complete than Wilds does. I think some of it is hard to... World and Wild, to me, actually feel very similar, and I think some of it's hard to separate from the fact that a lot of people started playing World around the Iceborne-ish time, slash... after it had its updates on, because it came out on PC later than it came out on console, so it had a lot of updates on console that then got brought to PC with the PC release. So to PC players, it definitely felt more complete because it had a couple updates already baked in. But World, feeling incomplete to me, was completely fine when it was a new engine where they had nothing built for it. So I was cutting them a lot of slack with World because it was such an insane step to take in a wild direction that they didn't know if it was going to work out. So I was like, it makes sense that not everything feels completely hammered out yet. It's not ready yet. But like with Wilds, you guys already did this shit with World. You know what's going on. Have a couple more monsters in there. Also, Wild's wound system feels a little bit like an RNG fest. Woo! Which isn't always the best feel for a player. Didn't have that big of a gap. They didn't have that big of a gap, no, but they did get stability patches out of the way. World was having a lot of trouble running initially on its console release. They had one big... It was only like 6 months. Yes. But they had a bunch of stability patches, and in addition, they changed up how some of the endgame stuff worked in the 6 months. Which, again, it's not like it's the hugest of all time, but Wilds has been out for 4 months currently. So in 2 months, I'll judge where Wilds is at versus where World was at when I played it, because I played it at its PC launch. Patches, sure, but I meant like content-wise, World felt more like a complete game. It does feel like the end game is very lacking in Wilds, because you kind of just got Gore Magala and Arkveld. I know Tempered Mizu is technically an 8-star, but like, aside from the one-shot belly flop move, I really don't think Tempered Mizu offers too many people an insane challenge. I do love that belly flop move though, because it is a fast move that's like a quick reaction test. Are you ready? I'm not trying to say it's like, it's got no challenge whatsoever, but I think it's hard to compare it between Arkveld and Gore Magala. I think both of them feel way more like endgame fights. And you'll say, what about Zoshia? Zoshia feels like a spectacle. The Apex monsters got 8-star versions now? Oh! Okay. I haven't tried any of the 8-star tempered ones. I was playing with Akuma. Akuma feels really fun. I did like credit where it's due to them. The pseudo new weapon type they made just for you to play as Akuma is an awesome idea. I'm not trying to say it's got no promise whatsoever or anything, but I feel like they skimped a little bit on Wild's number of monsters compared to what they could have. Especially there's some free monster variants that would be fine, right? And there's a Guardian Ebony Odogaron. Just put in also Ebony Odogaron. There's a Guardian Folger Anjanath. Put in Folger Anjanath. Why would they be different? They just have them spawn in different parts of the world. The forest would get normal Anjanath. Maybe the desert or the oil well basin gets Ebony Odogaron. It would just be something to have a little bit more variety, even though they'd be very similar. They weren't above doing variants that were like the same color before. Just do that. It's something. You can call it needless padding of numbers, sure, but like it would make the game feel like there's more for sure. And then you have different crowns to go for and all that kind of stuff. I don't get why some of the Guardians do have non-Guardian versions and others don't. Yeah, exactly, because like Ebony Odogaron definitely still exists in Monster Hunter lore. It's not like they're extinct ones like the Arkveld. I might have to, I know it's only been 2.5 hours. I might have to tap out on stream here, and you're gonna say that I am a coward. The roof of my mouth is like raw, and as I'm talking, I can feel blood trickling into the back of my throat. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna end stream here and save my throat a little bit. Much as I love to throat things. Because it feels like the Guardians were based on monsters in that environment, so it feels weird that some of them aren't in that environment. That's what I'm saying. Like, Folger Anjanath would make a lot of sense in the thunderstorming plains, or in the flooded forest, where there's also, like, thunder crackling and all that one. It's so odd that Wilds has one Elder Dragon, too, if you count Gore. Huh. I always count Gore. I freaking love Gore. I watch it all the time. Pull it out, and by it, I mean your Monster Hunter. Oh, don't worry, Eldon, tomorrow we're playing Mario Kart World. I know that's what you've been waiting for. That's right, we got a Switch 2. And before anybody says anything about, oh my god, I can't believe you spent the money on the Switch 2, there's a story behind why I have one. The story is, I have a friend who pre-ordered one. When the pre-order was coming in, he went, damn, wait, actually, I don't really have enough income for it. But I already pre-ordered it, so like it auto went through for the payment, and he went, would you mind buying it off me? Because I know you were looking at it. So I went, okay, sure. I'm down. I was probably going to buy one anyways, so I don't really need any kind of justification, because it was probably going to be bought anyways. But I was probably going to wait like a month or two, minimum, before I got it. However, instead, I just saw the opportunity arise, and I went, yeah, why not? So I just bought it off him for the 500. Well, sorry, for the 530, because I paid the tax, so he didn't have to take any loss on buying it. But yeah, no, my original was I was going to wait for it. My story is I have a job. Well, that too. Like, the price is definitely a little bit high from what I would like. Mainly for the games, not for the console. I think $450 for the console is fair, honestly. Just because it's got very similar specs to the Steam Deck, and it's around the same price as a Steam. It's like $40 more than a Steam Deck is, and its specs are very similar to a Steam Deck. Now, you could say the game library is not as good, and I'd agree with that. But, like, the price of the console I'm fine with. It's more the price of the games where I'm like, it's a little bit egregious in my opinion. But yeah, then also, since I'm about to, you know, buy a condo, it's, I wish I didn't spend the 500 on this, but, like, whatever. We make do with what we have. 450 is fine because I'll buy an Xbox or PS5 for like 100 less. Yes, yeah. No, I mean, the idea is that since it's portable, and I will credit to Nintendo where it is due, the handheld screen for this one is really good. It's like a very good screen quality. The battery life probably sucks ass just because the screen is so good, but like, I don't know, I haven't really played handheld. I got it in today, so I can't speak to that 100%. But yeah, I don't trust the Switch 2. I can see some stuff going horribly wrong with it. I mean, like, what I can mainly not trust is the fact that the games that are releasing on it will run well. Mainly the third-party games. The first-party games, I'm sure Nintendo will make run perfectly fine. But, like, I'm always worried when it comes to third-party games on here. Specifically third-party AAA. But let's be honest, I'm not buying any AAA games that aren't Nintendo games on my Switch anyways. Because they wouldn't run nearly as well as they'll run anywhere else. Like, if Wild was to release on here right now, no shot in hell I'm buying Wilds on here. Did you see Deltarune Chapter 3? Heard its peak? I've actually seen absolutely nothing on Deltarune Chapters 1, 2, or 3. I've never played any Deltarune or seen anything on it. I guess I could do a blind playthrough if you guys want. I think it's on here. I'm just saying it's technically a launch title. Have you played Undertale? I have played Undertale, yes. I know it's a Toby Fox joint. I know he made it. I think it's... Yeah, see, there it is. It's 25 bucks right here. I could Delta my rune to this. I'm straight up Delta-ing it. Oh, fuck. This is just gonna make more Tumblr fan art, isn't it? Oh, it's so over. People are drawing his glowing blue bone right now. I can feel it. And when I said I can feel it, let me really make sure that I am clear on this. I meant like, you know, as though like I can sense that something is happening. Not as though anything else would happen between me and Sans the Skeleton. As far as you know. It's nothing like Undertale story-wise. Yeah. But like the art style is very... It's still very Toby Fox for the art style. And I'm sure for the music too. Which, I'm not saying that as a bad thing. Toby Fox's music is probably my favorite part of Undertale. The story for Undertale is fine. I don't think it's bad or anything. For the time it came out, I thought it was really revolutionary. Looking back on it now, it sucks because there's so many games that emulated it that it almost makes it feel not as special. But, like, knowing that it's one of the first that did it, you know. And there's my purchased Mario Kart. I know. Guys, this is my virtual game card that I own for it. It's virtual proof that I own this video game. You guys want me to do one Mario Kart race before I hop off? Because I haven't played it at all yet. You guys want me to do, like, one Mario Kart race? Like, if you guys want me to so bad. 80 entire dollars. Did it come with it? No, yeah. My friend got the $500 bundle that came with Mario Kart. So really, Mario Kart for me was only 50 bucks, which I'm fine with that. I can do one Mario Kart race before we hop off, I guess. I mean, we can do one race. Since you guys are twisting my arm, twisting my dick about it so much. Since you guys can't seem to, like, you know, get over it or whatever. We can do one race. That's fine, I guess. I mean, like... You know, I wasn't going to, but since you're forcing me. What the fuck? Why did it disconnect my Elgato? Oh, I thought Nintendo was like, this game is too good. You can't possibly stream it through your Elgato. I mean, we could do one Mario Kart. We might as well. Just doing one card. I want to do the Battle Royale mode. I heard there's a Battle Royale mode in this one that, like, knocks people out. Is it? Wait, it's washed the fuck out for me. Give me a second. Oh, fuck you. Hold on, let me go turn off HDR. It doesn't look bad for you guys, but it looks horrible for me. Turn off HDR and then off. Okay. Note to editor, insert AI chat message going, please to the clip. Excuse me, everybody was asking for it. Like, you wouldn't even know. It was so many people. The people were essentially on their hands and knees begging me, right? Like, I couldn't say no to the fans at that point. Multiplayer is 2-player. Oh, online play is what I'm looking for. Yeah. I think that, like, how could I possibly fuck it up? It's Mario Kart, man. Race, knockout tour, battle. I think knockout tour is the one I'm looking for. Survive 24 player. Yeah, that's the one we're looking for. I got a new internet service, by the way. Oh, wait, you weren't also here when I said this. I'm sure you remember I've been talking about getting a house. Your boy's about to be a condo owner, which is close enough because basically I just got tired of paying rent. I wanted something that I would own, and I was able to find a good deal on a condo. So I'm going to be moving into and the condo has its cinder block walls between me and my neighbor, and it is concrete floors. So inside my condo is so quiet, they can't hear me and I can't hear them, which is perfect for me. So, I mean, I feel like you got to play the beat. Oh shit, there's 5 seconds left. Give me on the funky dory. Yeah. So you can jerk it live without interruptions? Yeah, pretty much. Am I alone? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Yeah, here we are. Everyone keep your eyes on Gamer. I hear he's got a lot of good things going for him. They had to put in 3 AI, Rosalina, Baby Peach, and Nabbit. Is this game dead? Smart steering off. Okay. Have I played Mario Kart in ages? That's not important right now. JD, holy shit, he's playing this game too? Isn't he like the vice president? Isn't he supposed to be up to other stuff right now? Who am I kidding? What's the vice president got to do aside from this? All right, boys. Believe in Sting Bee. Why did I pick this guy? I was thinking of the Invincible edits where they were like, we can be bees. This is good news. All right. You'll live as a bee. A pet. Okay, we got our trick button down. We're doing tricks on it. Hold on. I'm trying to snipe JD. You'll see me on the news soon. Just wait for it. Okay, that's fine. So there's 2 Bowsers in the lead. You fucking JD missed the double item block. The whole reason I didn't go for it. Yeah, I don't know what this one does. So I'm just going to throw this one up ahead. I turned people into pokies. How is that an upside to me? Why didn't... Helliver, fucking count your days, buddy. That was my double item block and you know it. It's fine. You can't get out on the first one. It's just not possible. Like, they like to act like it's possible, but you just can't get out on this one. How come everybody in the game has items except for me? Can I ask a question? How come everybody, like, literally everybody, like, it's fine. This is what dreams are made of. It's fine. I told you, it's completely and perfectly fine. I was number 19 and it wasn't even that close. It's kind of the craziest part about it. JD is here. Wait, what the fuck? How is it? Wait, JD is Waluigi now? Am I insane? I thought JD was Bowser. I mean, I know Doug Bowser's the CEO of Nintendo, if that helps anybody with anything. But, dude, the game feels so quiet to me. We're fine. Okay, somebody fucking take that Toad's license, man. He doesn't know he's absolutely driving drunk. I'm sorry, I hate to make this kind of insinuation about my boy Toad, but there's no shot he would have hit me there unless he was driving drunk. Thank you for the slipstream, buddy. And then we go through here. They don't even know what hit him. He's taking it away with the game. Your PlayStation turned players into different characters? Yeah, I just, like, but, like, how is that a downside, right? Oh, no, I have to play as Wario. That's not, it's not really much of a downside, man. Oh, right after I got my items, that's gotta be a crime of sorts. They fucking hate to see a Sting Bee succeed is kind of the craziest part about it. JD missed items again, man. He's gotta be checked on. Wellness check on JD Vance. Is he doing alright? Oh, you're so fucking lucky. I don't know about all that, necessarily. Okay, we're fine. We're still in it, as long, I mean, like 13th place currently. How is Wario so fast? He's the fattest fucking man alive. Okay, we were number 16. Now that is not exact. Someone take that Toad's license. I'm serious. Somebody take that Toad's license. It's the second time he's done this shit to me. Also, how do I Tony Hawk grind rail? I've seen online that you're allowed to do that now, but it just doesn't feel like my game was updated to let me do it. By which I mean I have not read the tutorial. I will not read the tutorial. That is not my job, nor is it my problem. Oh wait, this isn't a mushroom. This is... We can be bees. What do we have going on over here? Fucking sucks to be you, man. And he didn't get the item. That's crazy. What's good, Ralphie? Okay, we can stay in this. That's what's up. That's what's up. This is how you get back in there. It's the Sting Bee special. He fucking took my food, man. He fucking took my food. We're fine. We're fine. 8th or better. JD. Mr. Vance. Oh, you fucker. We're fine. We're fine. I think I'm still in this. What the fuck? I mean, that gotta be faulty construction, right? That can't possibly be on me. That has to be faulty construction that flew up like that. We're so lucky we got an item. If we got nothing there, it would have been over. That's a huge horn. That's a huge horn. That's the kind of horn they'll play on the news, baby. Holy. 12th or better. We can stay. We can stay in. We can hang. We can hang. It's fine. It's fine. We haven't been up near the front in a while. I've kind of been missing the feel of the limelight. I won't lie to you. 5th place. I think I just stole Wario's thing. The fact that I wasn't hit there, I'm just not going to question it. I think that it's just for my better interest that I don't question it. Because I definitely got blown up by something. So what, the Golden Gate Bridge just doesn't have items on it? They make you pay to cross this thing and they don't even put any items on it? That's kind of fucked up. Luckily, no one knows what to do when Gamer the Sting Bee shows up. Holy. Dude, JD wanted me dead. That's generational beef right there. Alright, we're fine. Give me your slipstream. Give me your slipstream, buddy. Oh, man, it's so over for you. We're fine. We're fine. 3rd place? I mean, that's the kind of stuff that legends are made of this one. Just keep it tailing behind you. It's our protection. It's all we need. I mean, this is why you can't drive those. You're only allowed to drive those like 8 hours a day, and I understand why now. Honestly, the fact that I got hit by a semi-truck to get out just shows to me that divine intervention was the only way they could take me out. You could not have brought me out of that game unless, of course, God intervened on the on an 18-wheeler on the highway. That's hardly fair. And what am I supposed to do about that? You actually got ran over. Honestly, I didn't know that there would just be a runaway 18-wheeler, so I guess that's on me. Run it back? Yeah, no, I mean, that doesn't count. That doesn't count. That obviously doesn't count. Everybody knows that the first race is the warm-up race, and then the next one is when you're actually Mario Karting. So what am I doing wrong for... Not change character. Is there like a jump button? Now we get the real run? Exactly. What the fuck? Okay. Probably don't want to hit that one. How do I grind rail? Mark. Look, Mark. I made a steak. A steak? I mean, honestly, how could you not pick Sting Bee? I think that my cart is ass, though. I just don't think my cart does anything. So why didn't you change it? Well, I'm not the kind of guy to change something just because it didn't work once. Every gamer knows there's a secret behind the waterfall. You just got to find where it is. That's big intel. Now that we're in the game, I won't drive directly into a waterfall. Now we know. They had to put in 6 bots this time. On the bright side, charge, jump, and land onto the rails. Wait, what's the jump button? Is it just drift? Oh, sorry. Honestly, I forgot how it works. I forgot how you Mario Kart. Oh, you can do tricks in the air. Do tricks on it? Okay. Yeah. So, Okay, yeah. You can just jump by holding down drift and not moving. Got it. This information will surely help me and not cause me to go for dumb plays that will get me killed. I mean, you know what? Most people would tell you shouldn't go for the big item block there. That's why I'm different from most Mario Kart gamers. That's why I'm going to be standing at the Hall of Fame, and you're going to be the one licking my shoes. That's big. Go left or right. Statistically, most people go left at a crossroads. That's why I got to go right. Oh, Juanra. You don't even know. Never mind. You know. You're in on it. Just kidding. You have no clue what's hitting you. Oh, but I hit my target. I hit Juanra, and that's all that matters. That hammer is impossible to use, by the way. I thought it was about to, like, get 7 kills minimum. Please give me something. Okay, getting a bullet build. I should have spammed items. Honestly, if I get out here, it's completely my own fault. I should have just spammed items. What am I thinking? Holding a bullet build? Yeah, man, that's sure gonna help us later in life. Fucking idiot. Just fucking sell when it's high and buy when it's low. It's just that easy. And I'm over here doing neither or. I don't know what that guy does, so I'm not gonna fuck with him. Okay. This is fine. Mr. Ryan is in first place. That's a terrifying name. Oh, Mr. Ryan. Satch, you have to think of yourself for a second, man. You have to think to yourself, Satch, was that a smart idea? I couldn't get any items. Okay, thank God. CJ's here. I knew he would be. He's not the kind of guy to go out on round 1. Now, is that Daisy that I hit out? I haven't seen her in a bit. Woo. All right, just go big. There's Juanra. See you around, Juanra. Okay, we're chilling. Honestly, I just kind of feel like the god of Battle Royale right now. You've never seen someone on the freeway like this. Satch, remember when you hit me? No hard feelings, except I do harbor grudges. While there aren't any hard feelings, just know your family might not be safe if you keep doing plays like those. I'm kidding. Find me his IP address. Okay. Bunch of coins. Whoa, man. You're kidding. I mean, whoever did that. American Sniper. That was definitely, well, is that too topical? Nah, I'll say it anyways. That's definitely somebody who is a Korean shop owner in LA. You can tell. Yeah, it's topical, but you know what? It's all that came to mind. That shit hit me? Octobird. Octobird, think about it. I mean, your ping is something else, Octobird. I haven't gone for a single jump onto a... Okay. Good shit. Yeah, Joey didn't know what to do when I started fucking schmooving on him. I'm getting bounced around like crazy. They're passing me around like used garbage, man. Weave. Because we know that's going straight to the front. All right. We're still in there. There's no shot we're falling out of the top 16 at that point. I just don't see it happening. I mean, they've never seen a bee drift quite like this. Holy shit. Jerry Seinfeld bee movie. It's my time. I didn't... Now, if that's not a targeted hate crime, I don't know what the fuck is. That was directly onto my noggin and nobody else's. You gotta look out. They're throwing American footballs. That's right. He knows how to play his audience. Other streamers, they just call them footballs. Not me. I know. I'm not the only one. Fucking get Joey with one of these. Oh, but wouldn't it have been so up? Oh, Joey. And just like that, who's in first? Shut the fuck up. Don't talk about it. Check this out. Weave into... He took out the whole thing that I was on. That's insane that you can just do that. This is insane. Does anybody else feel like my momentum got stopped around 4 times harder than everybody else around me? Like, I know we were all hit by lightning. And yet it seems as though... I guess... Oh, you know what it is? Dude, it's Pokemon. I'm a flying type because I have wings. Therefore... Fuck you guys. Hold on. That's what I fucking thought. Takes you all out in a blaze of glory. Literally comes all over. Sorry, what the fuck am I saying? It's a great question. I have to remember, you know what? Just because it comes to mind, emphasis on one of those words, does not mean we have to say it. Oh. It's a rough day to be you now, isn't it? All right, all right. Take out CJ. God, it would have been so hype. It would have been aura and hype moments. Check this shit out. Close your eyes and recheck it out. Stingbee is in this one, man. I'm actually so dialed the fuck in. I'm locked up. Front of my seat. Hold. They got a little Diddy Kong racing going on. How did you get that fast, Daisy? Illegally modding your bike, perhaps? I'll have you know it's against the circuit's rule. I mean, how could you possibly have seen that coming? When you grab out your protractor? Ziggy, my man, you can't be doing this to me. No, Mr. Ryan. Oh, fuck me. Okay, we're still in. We're still in. We were the last one to get in, but we're still in. Which means, since we're last, look, I'd rather be first or last, all right? Being in the middle of the pack is, I mean, it's welcome to hell. So that's why we take first. Okay, it's fine. I mean, this just might be the biggest insult that you could have ever given me. Slap in the face, for sure. Also, 2 shells directly towards Stingbee. You gotta ask yourself what your priorities in life are. 3 shells directly towards Stingbee. I really gotta ask you, man. Is it like a hatred thing? Is it an allergy? What is it? I mean, it's just so neck and neck. Never mind. He's been taken out. How did you possibly gain speed upon a driver colliding directly into you? Sting-being it? I'm straight up stinging it. Okay. That's a lot of red shells. That's a lot of red shells, man. Yeah. You get them. Ziggy! You and I were supposed to be up against them together. Oh, if that fucking hit you. Oh, if that hit you, I would have seen the gates of Valhalla in ways I never would have thought imaginable. Oh, give me something huge. It's huge? It's huge. You're kidding. Why would you run into it right there, man? They're changing my character. I am now Conqueror. Good shit. I've been saying that if I could be anybody in my life, you're fucked in the head for that, aren't you? Okay. We're in there. We're actually in there. Oh, baby. Second place, second place. That's what smart angles look like. Woo! Okay. Good shit, good shit. Take an inside tight turn. No one's ever mad if you're inside when it's tight. You know what I mean? If you don't, you'll learn when you're older. Alright, alright. Just stay locked. I get where you're coming from, Mr. Ryan. You gotta understand something about me. I'm a different beast. I'm just kind of a different behemoth. The thing about me is I'm a different behemoth. That's what most people, when they just kind of like play for the first time, don't understand, is they're not like me. It's kind of the, I mean, second game on, what can you expect, you know? Holy, Stingbee deserves that celebration. Congratulations. I do feel good. I do feel good. Oh, man. Now that just feels right. Now that just feels right. He's the beast. What can I mean, look. A guy like me. I mean, look at the equation. All signs were pointing to I'd win that one. Holy. And it wasn't even random RNG on the item. Searching for players. Whoa, hold on. I don't know about all that necessarily. So, look forward to way more Mario Kart tomorrow. I can easily play this for 4 or 5 hours. You have collected 100 coins and unlocked a new vehicle. You're goddamn right that I have. We also have new stickers. Do I have anyone that's like come in first place in the... Also, by the way, you're blocking what place you're in. That's so true. We'll change that tomorrow. Great call. We gotta put on that sticker. Yeah, so now we have a new character, right? I think that's what it was saying when we got... Oh, do I become a Conker main? Fuck, dude. I just kind of fuck with Sting Bee so heavily. But Conker does have aura. Oh, Sidestepper would go crazy. Sidestepper would be sick. We can be bees. That is true. I didn't really consider it from that angle. Okay, okay. It adds to the suspense. Oh, true. Yeah, you guys didn't even get to see I was in first till afterwards. Yeah, no. That was something special. Holy, okay. Mario Kart World is peak. I'll say it. It's so good. Is it $80 peak? I'm not here to tell you that. I really think that's more like up to your money than anything. So, but holy, that's fun. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Hopefully more like 5:30 my time is when I'm going to start up for more Mario Kart World. We're going to be doing a ton of the Battle Royale tomorrow. That mode is cracked. All right. I will see you guys then. Peace.